All right. Welcome, everyone, to another exciting session of Tales of Tellos. I am your humble dungeon master, DM Order, and I'm joined by these awesome individuals who are the heroes of the campaign, also known as the Crimson Peacekeepers. At least four of the five. Fortunately, Lance is going to be missing this session. Hopefully, works out well for him, and he'll be back next session. Hopefully, fingers crossed. But yeah, tonight is episode 80. Wow, 80. It's crazy. 80 out of 150 projected, so we're past the halfway marker, getting closer and closer towards who knows I think yeah, I can't do math right now. Getting closer to session 100, which would be pretty cool, and that'll be the 2/3 marker. Either way, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome. We're excited to have you. Tonight's episode is going to be very much a downtime-esque situation. This whole arc has been about the group establishing themselves with and doing more downtime activities as opposed to particular quests and storyline elements. Still very important. Group is needs that time to become integrated with the different cities that they have. With that being said, if you're curious about any of the previous episodes, you can always check out our YouTube channel, Castles and Calamities, as all of our previous episodes uploaded there for it. So, great time if you want to try to catch up. It'll be a crazy amount of time that you'll have to watch for all of it. Still, will be a good grand adventure for it. However, if you're interested in continuing on, just starting out from here, it's also a good time before we get into some of the more heavier action pack arcs coming up. With that being said, let's talk about what happened last time in session 79 as we lead into session 80. So last time, the group had a decision to make about where they would place their third door. Their third door being a reference to their magical fortress that resides in a demi-plane that connects to three locations. They already established two, one in through Alice Mazer's mansion and her third floor apartment, in one or third floor mansion in the closet. The second, and that was also in the city of Zarek. Second being in a shed that resided in the in excuse me, sorry guys, in the Mako Gardens section of the city of Jeddah. And then the third one, that's what the group was trying to figure out, where they would place that final door to be connected with everything. Discussing things with Lance, they then decided that they would try to establish a door in the city of Timash proper, or the adjacent area, or the perimeter or outlying areas therein. Group went and did some exploring in the city of Timoshk. First, they checked out a warehouse, which Zanny was very particular about, thinking about investing in a circular warehouse for her future business endeavors. Then they went to search at the Brown Bear Gym, where Erlon convinced through a natural 20 Athos to be able to sell half of his interest in the gym and become a co-owner for it, and for them to use the storage room, the equipment storage room behind there. Lastly, they then went and decided to check out the Druid Circle or the Druid Groves out in the Ares Forest. There, they had a discussion, and while they were offering it for free, the terms and the honor that they would require that you all would not be able to, or the Crimson Peacekeepers would not be able to jeopardize the forest or get any political factions involved in the forest, made things weigh against it. In the end, the group decided to go with the Brown Bear Gym option. Erlon signed a contract and became an official owner of the Brown Bear Gym, and 100,000 silver was paid for that buy-in for it. That's where we're picking up. It is a week between it is the last week of the month of harvest, where the group is going to be basically having downtime through the 21st all the way to the 25th, leading up to the events that will transpire on the 1st of Nets. This is getting closer to the end of autumn, and the group is wary about what may be coming up, knowing that they need to be prepared for whatever treachery the Harbingers may be plotting against them and the 16. That's where we're picking up. We're going into downtime. And let everyone roll a d20 for me, please, to see how it goes. And yeah, Erlon says Alice realized how she actually liked the smell of sweat. So. All right, we got 5, a 13 for Zanny, 18 for Chance, and a 19 for Erlon.
Come on, damn it.
We're above the curve except for Alice. Alice, always just below the curve. Just fail.
Last
Yes.
week was different.
Classical Alice. Failing. All right. She's like, sigh, he's bullying me again. Yes, yes, we know. All right. Predictable. All right, predictable gremlin. Okay, let's get started. So we're gonna be doing Erlon as the first, then we're gonna go to Chance, Zanny, Alice, and then Lance to carry up the rear for it. All right. So Erlon, what is Erlon doing now that he is a proud owner of the Brown Bear Gym?
Oh my God, probably going there every freaking day.
All right,
Uh,
only because you are also now showing off, showing that you are that you are an owner, doing your own, possibly like getting ready to do your own classes. Roll me 5 athletics checks, and I'll give you advantage with each of them.
Athletics. Okay. Sheesh. You said advantage for all of them?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. Oh, of course, that one
13, the
didn't go
first
with it.
one's not so good.
Hold on.
24 is good.
That one did not go. Sorry, as an advantage, but it was a 17 and a 14. There we go.
So the second day is much better than
Uh,
the first.
Next one. And last but not least,
All right.
so one.
I see because you rolled the 24, 14 is one day. Roll one more with advantage because it's 5 days.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was another one. Boop. There. Hey, let's go.
All right. So the first day, you're getting, maybe you're a little nervous. Maybe you're just not used to like running like exercise classes with people. You're a little bit off your game. First day as an owner isn't really that great as you're trying to familiarize with all the technicalities of these machines, this equipment, these muscle groups that you're supposed to know about. But then you get really into it and you are working out with Hathas, with all these other individuals, completely like working out all the different muscles, and with whether it's the bodybuilders, the individuals are trying just to like lose some weight just like on the side. You're doing like the cardio courses, the burst courses and everything, the weightlifting, and you are just pumped and enjoying every moment of it. Sans the first minute day. But yeah,
Awesome.
is anything you want to focus on as an owner of the Brown Bear Gym? Is there anything in particular you are trying to focus in on as to your clientele?
Probably just focusing on exactly how Hathis runs it all. Like if it's all just on himself, and then what's really needed. Like so learning the business, like I said originally that I was gonna do,
Yeah,
uh, is really the main focus. And then of course like working out in the meantime, but like the main focus is really just understanding the business aspect of it.
great. And you are definitely able. Well, so I'm gonna ask you to roll with advantage
Hmm.
an intelligence check.
Oh, yay.
It's
Uh,
business.
You said with advantage.
Yes, because Hathas is
Yeah.
teaching.
Okay, well, you know what? That's not bad.
19's great. You don't need a 20 to be successful. No, 19 is really good. You're starting to pick up on things. Bookkeeping is weird. Taxes is just beyond you at this moment, but you're definitely picking up and learning a lot about the how things work in running a gym.
Nice, 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 nice.
So you invite anyone of the party to go work out at your gym now.
Of course, the it's an open invite, but mainly I'm gonna focus on the females because they've been the ones really showing that they've been wanting to work out more than Lance has, unfortunately. So Zanny, Alice, and good old Chance will be invited every single day I go.
All right. So to
to
ask,
Brown Bear Gym.
let's go around the the gym, so to speak. Who's taking who's taking Erlon up on his offer? Alice, are you taking him up on his offer?
Danny is gonna have to drag me kicking and screaming into this gym.
So Zanny, are you taking up Erlon working at an actual gym?
I'm dragging her kicking and screaming to this
There
gym.
you go.
I'm assisting. Knocking out with a club.
So
Red,
role
help!
play this discussion. You okay, Alice? Or before that, Chance, are you partaking at the gym for the morning workouts?
Cardio. You said you like cardio.
No, no. Okay, I was working on my constitution. I hit what I needed, so now I have to start on a new
Workout
batch,
regimen?
and I'm not sure whether it's worth it or not.
Up to you, but yeah, you see, Zanny, how do you drag Alice kicking and screaming into the gym?
I think I fully lied to her. Like the very first day, it's like, all right, honey, let's go, let's get out there, and then I go for like we're going for a run, and then I like signal Oscar ahead of time, and the door just pops out to the Brown Bear Gym, and it's just like, oh, look at this, would you look? Oh darn, I guess we better work out here then.
No. We
Well,
can
in
go.
Rome.
We can go for a run in the city, Zanny.
Or we could do it in the gym,
Or
where
we
it's
can-
inside and air conditioned. I'm
We could-
old, honey.
Zanny, we have a fortress. We could just run around in the grass.
But we don't have air
Or-
conditioning in the fort. I'm working on it, but it don't have power yet. So how's it going to have air conditioning?
Yes, but there's fewer large, sweaty, possibly homosexual men.
And what if they are?
Oh no, I don't
that
care.
definitely means they ain't going to hit on you.
That's the problem.
You want the big sweaty men to hit on
Oh,
you,
I'm
the married woman?
What is the point of going to a gym if you're not going to show off how well you're doing and get hit on by sweaty men?
To work out and get buff.
You can
Well-
bring Bruce if you want to.
I will, in fact, try to drag Bruce one of these days.
That actually, I'd like to, he's been trying to learn guns. I could learn him a thing or two. Do you think we could set up a shooting range, Red?
Are you asking about shooting range in the gym or shooting range in the fortress?
Red can take it how he wants.
I have to probably talk to Athens about that with the gym, but I think we can definitely make that happen in our place.
Yeah, that makes more sense. It's safer there. Also, lots of noise. I'm just saying, she's talking about sweaty men. Gunpowder would make it, fix that problem. Anyway,
What?
you, me, okay.
So, with that being said, Zanny and Alice both roll athletic checks with advantage as you utilize the gym.
Alice is gonna be buff.
Oh, baby.
No, she's not.
12 is
Yo,
good. You get a good.
not
Remember,
bad.
you don't have to have. 10 is usually the cutoff for me. And Zanny, yeah, you guys are both able to get good workouts.
Okay, Zanny. Goddamn.
So, workouts are had, and Erlon, anything? So you're definitely showcasing the gym. Are you also trying to do any bounty hunting or quests like monster slaying? for
Yeah, I know Lance isn't here. I think if he was, then probably would focus the bounties more. But if not, then I'll probably go over to Scanner's Guild and see if there's anything available or what they would need help with
Roll
in the
me a
meantime.
great. Roll me a D100.
Do 100. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. 5. Just a measly 5.
Just a measly 5. Okay.
Just a measly 5.
There's only one mission that is left. And let me roll on my table.
Is there a reason why it's the last one?
Okay, the last mission that they have, at least at this moment, is to slay Rock.
Slay rock, like slay.
Yeah,
Slay
a
rock.
rock being.
Okay.
Well, roll a nature check to see if you know what that is.
Okay. Nature check. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Boop, boop, boop. +2. A 12.
You've heard of them. You have heard of giant birds in Aramir called rocks. They're very dangerous. That's all you've heard about them, though.
Hmm.
They're so dangerous, though, that they even endanger airships.
Okay. And what do they need help with specifically there?
To kill one that's
To
getting
kill
closer to
one.
the cities and the
Ooh.
caravan routes.
Okay. I think it's just me, like time speed wise, it's just me here at Skinner's
This is
Guild.
your choice whether you want to try to enlist the help of your team or if you're going to start working with like more Skender's Guild's teams.
Oh my god,
You know,
GM.
Lance would probably help join you for it. I'll just say that because
Yeah.
Lance won't turn down a monster slaying quest.
If possible, once I find out the information, can I bring it home with me, see what they think, and then if not, then we'll take some Skinner's Guild people?
Yeah, you can ask
Alright.
the group. Proceed. Ask the group.
Hi guys, so took a little pit stop to Skinner's Guild today, and they apparently need some help with the rocks that's heading over to the town.
The birds?
I that's really all I know about them. Yeah, that there's some type of colossal bird, just a problem. Do you know anything more about them? Not really familiar with them, unfortunately.
I mean, we had to install a bunch of ballista on the airships down south to fight them off because they kept, harrying us whenever we take shit. But that was like 100 years ago. We ain't had to deal with them since. But yeah, they're big, nasty predator birds.
Yeah, apparently they're back with vengeance. So, and Skinner's Guild just recently. I mean, this is their only mission available, and they want me to slay one apparently.
Oh.
So.
Okay.
It's up for
going to
anybody.
hit the bird? Are we going to have to throw you at the bird? What if it flies away?
I really don't know. Especially now that Zini said something about airships. I really don't have one of those, just lying around.
Oh, my sister works at the port.
What?
I'm just saying they attack him.
Really?
It's just, we aren't part of an airship company. It's whatever. Anyway.
You said something about your sister?
Oh yeah, she works at the port.
Oh.
You could the thing you did with the worm where you tied like a rope to something and stabbed it. You can do that, but tie the rope to your waist so if it flies away, you'll just go with it.
Yeah. I felt like that wasn't that great, but yeah, we could do that. Who's gonna catch me if I fall?
Oh, I can do that with the carpet.
Zanny.
That's right. I would keep forgetting about this carpet.
Yeah, I mean, if it flies, we've got a carpet. We can fly after it.
Also, I can make you fly if I go with you.
Oh, yeah, see?
Just as long as it's not Lance making me fly. I really don't like that. All right, so you guys want to come with?
I mean, it's just going to be a day, right? They know where we're going.
I feel like every time we say something's gonna be a day, it never shows up to be or ends up being a day.
You have a solid point. I just I may just need to make an arrangement before we go, but other than that, yeah, I'll make a couple of preparations and come help out.
Okay. DM, is there a time constraint that they've put in there, or
Within the week.
within the week it needs to be done? Okay. Huh.
Where is it?
In the warm desert, in between Timashka and Jedna.
It seems like it's going to take a day just to get there.
Possibly.
Anytime we go to the desert, it's like 4 hours just to get out into the desert. And
Hey,
4
you know
hours
what?
back.
You like the heat.
Well, it's just
There's
one.
nothing problem with the heat. It's autumn. It's cool. It's the scheduling thing. Last time we were supposed to be gone for 4 to 6 hours.
That's
It's
very
just
true.
one rock, right? That's what they said.
Just one.
Yeah. Just one.
Well, I mean, I don't think we got to ride out, guns blazing, everything we got for just one rock. I mean, if you got stuff you want to take care of, Chance, I think it'd be all right.
I mean, I do have stuff scheduled.
Yeah, I think we'd be okay. I mean, this isn't. I mean, this is dangerous, but this ain't deadly. I mean, it's just a
Alright,
big ass
so-
bird.
Big ass bird it is. And never dealt with one before, so this is gonna be fun. So yeah, let's do it. Should we
Zanny,
oh.
Zanny, roll me a nature check.
Oh, I know they're nasty. But here, let me roll.
Yeah, you know they're very nasty. You also know that mechanically they are CR11.
Yeah.
They also, you would be aware, they have a 120 fly speed and multi-attack. They are also known as like the Sky Titans and even giants.
Guy
Wary
Titans,
of them.
Jesus. Are we saying we shouldn't do this?
Well, like I said, there's a reason that we outfitted the ballistas on airships, because like I said, it's dangerous. Ain't deadly. It's not like we're fighting a harbinger or something. It's one giant bird, and as dangerous it is just an animal.
Zanny, I'm going to stop you right there, because if I've learned anything, it's the gods are fickle, and you are dooming us. I need you to shut your mouth. If we're going to do this, I need you to not talk anymore.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh, it's not a harbinger. It's just dangerous, not deadly. We almost died to scorpions. Do you remember when we almost died to scorpions?
That was a long time
Scorpions.
ago, Alice.
It doesn't matter that it was a long time ago.
I feel like
This
we've
could be
grown since then. Our bond has gotten stronger.
So now you won't leave me to stand next to the scorpions while you run away? Thank you.
Alice, come on, me leave you now? You called me your bodyguard. I can't do such a thing.
You are my bodyguard, darling.
Exactly. So there's nothing to worry about.
See, it's fine.
There's a lot to worry
See,
about.
I wish there was a way where we could do like nothing to worry about and then like cut scene like a movie.
Let's see.
And then
To us
in the middle,
screaming
Holy
and
shit!
running.
screaming and running.
Like just a smash
I'm
cut to 4
worrying.
rounds in combat. 3 of us are
Exactly.
bleeding out.
This wasn't fine.
This was a terrible idea.
Cut back to the city where Chance was just sitting in a cafe drinking coffee.
Absolutely. Sipping on a mocha
Seven
latte,
seeds.
having a cookie.
Well,
I wonder if something's wrong.
I also have an important question. Do we need to take such unnecessary risks? I mean, we need to save ourselves for handling the real problems, not giant birds that could kill us.
I mean, but these things, build us up to be stronger for those bigger things coming up, I think.
Yeah, and they help fund the bigger things. And on top of that, this is still helping people. They ain't a problem for us, but they are a problem.
They are, and we're here to help people. And speaking of funds, how much would we be getting paid for this?
For this one, let me check.
Millions of dollars.
I see. I think the last time you fought something comparable to this, this would be wait. Sorry, 1 second. Yeah. Right now the current rate for this one is 110,000 silver for it.
That's more than I thought.
It's a lot.
I'd have been fine at 100.
No, don't say that out loud.
But it's
They'll
not.
talk you down.
It's already higher than that.
You don't want to make it lower.
Essentially, just so you guys are aware, it's basically the CR level times 10,000.
For how much? I gotcha.
Okay.
Mhm.
You
So
know,
I mean,
if
give me
Lance's
for
not
full.
here, I have to go with you.
Oh, Chance. Ah, you're so great.
I don't need your sarcasm. I have enough of my own.
I just
I have enough of my own.
I feel like they all have plenty.
And if we need it, apparently we can maybe get some skin with guild people. But I mean,
well, we also
I
could bring
feel like
like
we're good enough.
big orange. I'm sure she needs some time in the field.
Oh my god, how did I even fucking
Bird
forget her?
bait.
You think
She's
you forgot your apprentice?
Actually, yeah. y- Well, you know what? I think it wasn't so much of a matter of forgetting her. As soon as I heard that it was a colossal titan, might be best if we might have her sit out on this one. I don't know.
But
I
you could
just
pay
don't
her an
feel like she's
experience.
ready.
She's never going to get any stronger if you're constantly like, oh, you have to sit out on this one. Oh, you have to
I
sit
mean,
out on this one.
yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
I
she's
mean, in
already
all
shown
fairness,
us.
the only thing that she could have gone with us on, which we didn't really realize, was stopping that gang. Like, we don't
oh,
know
the
what we're,
bandits. Yeah, they were
Yeah,
nothing. Oh
like
god, they just
but like,
sliced like butter.
like a harbinger. She's gonna get at least this. There's always run and hide under the sand.
yeah. I, I think we're okay here. The big, I don't think we're gonna have to be worried about whether or not you are in range to hit the giant bird. It's more like whether or not the giant bird will pick you up and take you away, and we can hit it while it runs away with you.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Can we rethink that when we finally see this thing?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
That's not the way I wanted to go, Dan. I'm just afraid that's how it could.
The more you talk, the less I want to fight this bird. I was on board. Now I'm no longer on board. I'm going to come, but I'm not going to take any stupid risks. If that bird flies off with you, Elon, I will chase it for a little bit, but not more than that.
Oh, well, thank goodness you're promising me a little bit, Alice. It's
I'll let
more
him
than I
save
thought
you,
it would be.
Erlon.
Thanks, Danny. The little legs will definitely help out. But you have a carpet, never mind.
Keep it up, honey. Keep it up.
So we're off to see the rocks.
All right. So you guys travel. So just to confirm, it's all of you and Big Orange.
It's gonna be Big Orange also, yes.
Okay. Pushing the limits of the carpet. Just FYI. It's all those bags of holding for you, Zanny. Just FYI, and Lance. You guys probably need to offload a few of them because each of those bags is like 15 pounds.
Yeah.
So
I did the math.
yeah, she did the math, and I'm like, oh crap. It's the bags of holdings. They weigh more than you, and they definitely weigh down Lance when he's having like four of them.
I mean,
So,
and the armor and the weapon.
yeah, but
Yeah, those things too.
you leave your bags of holding, and you can accommodate as well as have a Big Orange. All right, the six of you travel. And I'm going to say who's trying to track down the rock. You have a general area, but now it's about tracking it down through the sky and the winds. So who's trying to do this survival check?
Me.
I can't.
Bueller.
I survived.
Okay.
I
I
survived on
can't.
my axe.
I got 5.
Better than me.
It's way better than me.
All right, I'll take it.
And I'll say, if anyone, how would anyone try to help, like gauging the winds? If you can, then try to give.
Ooh, it's windy.
Zanny. Oh, it's windy there. Otherwise, Zanny, it's gonna be a straight roll unless someone also wants to inspire you.
What if I don't inspire her? Can I just help her with the roll? Cause
How?
you know we know
Mhm.
that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Yes.
Correct.
And
Yep.
whatever way my hair is blowing, Alice is going to use the wind in her hair to try to figure out where the wind is going. So I can tell her what direction we're going.
You have your hair down when it's windy?
Yeah.
Yes.
I didn't say I was a lot of help.
I will say no help.
That's a lot.
Because Zanny and Chance both have keen mind,
Oh,
So they
you
both
guys
know
are,
which direction it
you're no fun, you guys. Right?
is. Alice is like, I'm helping. The wind's blowing that way. And they're like,
Here's a map. I know which way's north. Which way's the desert?
Oh, towards the sand.
Okay.
I,
Uh,
I, I'll give her some inspiration.
what were you about to say, Chance?
I was going to say, not any of us, but isn't Sheldon still currently a parrot? I feel like bird to bird.
I would say he's not I think no, he's an owl.
Yeah.
But still.
Bird to bird thing, you know, flying
bird
and
thing.
knowing.
Fair.
And bird stuff, like.
And bird stuff. Fair. Sheldon will give you advantage, Zanny, by coordinating with Lance, flying up and trying to feel the wind.
I like that. That sounds better than hair.
Hair's so fun.
Everyone's like, shame, Alice, hair.
Hair.
I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Natural 20.
The words on her tombstone before the rock gets her.
Oh,
And
Jesus.
then Bruce has to remarry. And yeah.
Whoa,
Oh, there you
damn.
go. There, it hit D.
It hit deep.
All right. Anyway, nat 20 for Zanny. Excellent. So all it takes Dave's on Bruce. There you go. Zanny's already he's already getting remarried to Zanny. And Alice. Well, she's only taking care of
fucking
your
great.
husband. It's like after
And my child.
I'll help him in his time of need in more ways than one. All right.
That's hilarious.
Yes. Oh boy. The last episode and this episode, it's just funny. Okay. Jesus. Guys, really? Jesus Christ. Okay. With an nat 20, you were able to very quickly locate the general vicinity and hone in on it. I will say you're able to Alice is dying. You're able to then get a good sense of, okay, we need to be ready before we get any further, like 30 minutes in. Is anyone doing anything before they get too close to whatever may happen?
I mean, once we're actually in the area, I'll once I know that it's gonna be within 8 hours, I'll use aid.
Okay.
And
Who are you casting aid on?
orange came, right, red.
Yep.
Orange, yes, orange is coming.
Okay, then it'll be orange, red, and chance.
Orange, red, and chance. All right. How much does it increase? 15?
Yes, we are at 15 HP.
All right. Everyone increase your HP accordingly.
So it's temporary. Right? Doesn't really matter.
This is permanent. Your max goes up by
Okay.
15, and you get healed at 15.
Cool.
Great. All right. Are you guys approaching on foot or aboard the carpet?
Like carpet.
Okay. How high up are you on the carpet?
Let's see. I want to say like 30 feet, so we're within one movement.
Okay. Great.
How fast is this carpet moving?
30 feet, I believe.
Yeah,
And
it's
how
a 30.
far up did Zany just say it is?
30.
Yeah.
Well, never mind.
Oh,
I was
jeez.
gonna say I'm gonna walk under it, one, so I'm shaded, and two, so the bird doesn't see me first. But I'd be out there in the open, and you guys are just up there.
Find where the
Right.
sun is casting the shadow and go stand in it.
Yeah.
All right. Any other preparations you want to do before anything happens?
Is there any more information I can find out about this thing, just so I'm more familiar with it?
You know, it hits fast and it hits hard. They do like to do a lot of swooping, so they're like hit and run tactics, and once it gets, if it hits you, it automatically grapples you.
Okay.
All right. If nothing else, let me do a couple of rolls.
Making sure I had the right items attuned, because I have a different set for when I'm doing downtime stuff, but since Red has called us, I wanted to make sure I'm actually set to the right items for me actually being out, because on downtime I'm not attuned to a weapon, period.
Yeah. Definitely attuned to the appropriate things. Zanny, you're tracking. I'm gonna ask, is anyone else lookout? I think Erlon, you, because of your vestige, you would be trying to be like lookout more.
Yes.
So roll me a perception check.
Perception check?
Yes.
All right. Oop. Oh, God, that's not good.
Okay.
10 with advantage. That's phenomenal.
Yeah. All right. With that being said, there's nothing else. I don't know. I think Chance would be reading or annoyed.
But yeah, but except if they said, "Hey, we're closed."
Okay, now we're close. Now she's like putting away her book. All right. Erlen's the main one, but I'll allow it. Roll a perception check. But this is the only one else who can do it. So. Okay.
I'm rolling in. Oh, good. Never mind.
No. Chance did a separate one. So.
Yep.
Great. All right. Everyone roll me. Actually, let's go with Alice. Alice, roll me a D100.
You just really want us to roll low, don't you?
No, it's already.
I rolled a 5 last D100. Just saying.
13. Better.
better.
Because
DM knows if he wants to fuck with us. I rolled a D100.
Yes, very true.
Better. Yeah. Okay. All right. There are a couple clouds passing by. And you guys are like staring up and looking around in the distance. You guys are getting closer and closer. Then feels like it's getting cooler. Then it feels like, wait, did it just get really dark?
God.
And you all look up directly in there, and plummeting skydiving as it rolled a natural 20 on its stealth check. It comes straight at you guys. And one hit. So I'm gonna ask everyone, roll me a D10. Lowest is gonna get the first strike hit.
Thanks.
That's so rough.
That's Zanny, who's a 1. That's with a 10. Chance with a 1.
I actually wanted to be the one to get hit.
I'm gonna roll for Big Orange first.
Oh no.
Then Lance.
No.
Lance, Chance, and Zanny, rollies. Zanny, you shout and it comes barreling at you, and let's move to the scene for a moment. As it is directly upon you, plummeting down, skydiving, and its talons reach out and it impacts, and it's going to do an attack on you, Zenny, with a 27 to hit, impacting you. And because it's hitting everything, I need everyone to roll a dexterity saving throw, as you're 30 feet up from the ground, but it's slamming the carpet into the ground. Zanny, you also take 20 slashing damage. Let me roll for Lance. Dex save. All right, and then let's see about Big Orange.
Did you say I needed to make 1-2 for this?
No, you're impacted
Got
with it. So,
Now that I see that's coming, do I have advantage on it?
no, it's right when it happened. Well, yes,
Okay.
it's a roll with advantage because this is you falling off the carpet.
Okay. Okay, the other one is better. That's fine.
Okay, so everyone passed, and you were only 30 feet off the ground. So 3d, 3d6. So everyone takes 7 damage as you all are plopping to the ground, except for you, Zanny.
Well, I thought you said we all passed.
Yeah, that's taking half damage.
Oh, we were falling.
Yeah, it's slamming in.
I thought the save was to stay on the carpet. Then I'll cast Featherfall.
Okay, then no one takes any damage as you all featherfall off of it. Zanny, I need you to make your I'll say Constitution saving throw because you're getting smashed into the sand.
Gotcha. I'm assuming that I am considered surprised.
Yes.
Okay.
Natural 20. You take somehow the carpet cushions your fall completely, and you take 0 damage.
Let's go, Zanny.
Let me just confirm. Everyone sees the map.
Is that not 2 in a row?
Is it 2 in a row?
Yeah,
I
because
mean,
the survival check.
I just did the d10s in between. I actually just did double 20.
Then you get
Oh, okay.
wisdom. So the wisdom and con, you're gonna get your choice of picking an increase for someone.
Okay.
So congrats. And on that note, everyone roll initiative for me, please.
On that happy note, let's die.
Let's battle.
Where's my piece? There it is. Think.
Jesus.
Damn, guys.
I'll take
It
it.
rolls good, and yet you all are rolling like above 20s. Jesus. All right, let me roll for Big Orange and Lance.
Oh, no.
Initiative for Lance. And then Big Orange. Okay, but at least Big Orange didn't roll well for that.
Oh, thanks. That's great.
I'm just saying, it's like, wow, it rolled high, and yet every single
Everybody
one of
else did.
rolled higher. So, Chance, what's your dex?
10.
10. Erlon, what's your dex?
It is
Higher than
16.
10.
Yeah, 16.
16. Okay, Erlon, you're first. Before that, Zanny, what's your dex? And Alice, what's your dex?
Higher than 10.
12.
14 here.
All right, so Zanny before Alice. All right, let's go with. Let me just see. Let's do volatile reaction for fun. All right, starting off things. Erlon, you're
Oh,
up.
God. Don't want to go first. We're currently on the ground, right?
Everyone's currently on the ground. Zanny is literally being smashed into the ground,
Oh,
sand
shit.
in her mouth, and the carpet
And the rocks is where?
on top of her.
Oh, okay, so it is kind of ground level as well. It's not up in the sky.
Yeah, not yet.
Stop that. We're going to run over to it then. We definitely have enough room. Sure. So we'll go right there. Actually, let me go closer to the white that's on the picture. Is that technically
That's technically its space. It is
the monster?
huge.
Okay, just want to make sure.
You're a gargantuan creature.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I'll be here. And we are gonna immediately go into a rage.
All right, bonus action rage.
Yep. Let me mark it. All right, and then let's attack. We are going to attack with the Flame Tongue Great Axe.
All right, Flame Tongue Great Axe. Well, it's not active because you just activated your rage. So just roll. It's gonna
Oh,
be
that's right.
only-
I would have to, bonus
Yeah,
action.
you can
to
still
activate
use it, and then next turn activate the fire. Still attack, but it's not going to do the fire damage.
Yeah, that's fine. So no 2d6. All right.
Yep. So go ahead, roll your first attack.
That is a 20 to hit.
20 hits. Roll damage.
Okay. Did it add
So
in
that's
the?
13 damage.
Yes.
Excellent. All right.
Okay.
Second attack.
Oop. Oh, come on. There we go. 25.
25 hits. Roll damage.
Oh, that was good.
All right.
it
And 15
added-
more damage. So excellent.
Yeah, it added the 2d6 right there at the end. Sorry.
Yeah. No worry. I'm just counting the slashing. So it's all
Okay,
good.
perfect. I'm not going to go into an action surge yet. I want to get that fire damage on it.
All right. Sounds good.
So yeah, we'll hold off there.
That is your turn. Let's go to Chance. You're up.
Okay, Erlan. Don't let the bird get away. You can fly now.
You can fly, you can fly, you can fly, you can fly.
All right. You now have a fly speed as flight is cast on you.
Let's go. I can fly. I'm gonna literally take the pose of Peter Pan.
Awesome. There's a little like red aura around you as you now have this fly speed. So that's your action. Chance, anything else you want to do for bonus action or movement?
I'll also just slap him on the shoulder. I go for it, and give him a bardic inspiration.
All right, you are inspired, Erlon. On top of that.
Gracias.
All right, let's go then. Chance, you're gonna stay there. So let's go to Zanny.
I mean, I can't escape without it getting me. So
Yeah. Zanny, you're currently restrained. You cannot move because it's not until this grapple breaks that you're also restrained. So you're being
Gotcha.
just smashed into the ground at this moment. But what are you doing?
No, don't like this. Bye. I'm going to use a psychic point to cast a spell that doesn't do damage without any verbal or somatic, and I'm gonna dimension door 20 feet back.
Okay, you are no longer restrained. There we go.
I'm
Move
just
your
gonna pop
token.
like right back. I'm just gonna, and I just like appear on my feet in front of Alice, be like, "Yeah, it's better."
And you're just like with the sand. So awesome. Anything for bonus or movement?
That is my action. Let me see. Bonus. Unfortunately, because I cast a spell, I cannot cast another one of my leveled spells. So, that's what I'll do. I haven't done this in a hot second. I'll just take out one of my my shotgun rounds, and I'll for bonus action I'll use poisoner, and I'll dip the tip in one of my poison in one of my poison batches. Just prep it
Alright.
for next round. So
Awesome.
when I hit the rock with this one, I'll have to make a con save or take extra damage.
Cool. Sounds good. Let's then go to Alice. A lot just happened. What are you doing?
Pulling out my handy dandy ruler. Cool. I'm gonna cast Bane on the bird. I'm gonna bane the bird.
You're gonna bane the bird.
Gonna bane the bird.
That's a natural 20.
I am going to. Fuck you, bird. Hold on.
I'm going to fuck you. Bird.
Hold on. Don't take my words out of context. Silvery
Yeah,
barbs.
you're a
that
bard. so I
that
don't know.
natural 20. She's just. Oh, hold on. Yes. She's just distracting it by whooping and hollering. All right. She's just like, no, over here. Bad idea. But you know, it just says distract.
Okay, you're still very.
Barbing that 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is now a 21.
Wisdom? Oh, it's charisma. Charisma?
Yeah,
What a slut. The bird's charismatic?
that has a +4.
I guess it's a good bird. All right, well,
I mean, have you seen its plumage? Look at that thing.
I am now going to go over here and use Big Orange as a shield.
Okay.
And I'm going to use my Bardic get a story from my Bardic Inspiration. Oh, my stabbing story. Oh, very excited about this one. Can't wait to
Very
stab that
excited.
bird. Thank you, DJ Khaled.
All right. Lance is gonna go and cast. He's like, ooh, big bird, big skeleton, and he's gonna cast Posit Necrotic Seer. Must make a DC 17 save. And does it? Okay. It fails. So this would be, let me just read the spell one more time to make sure. Necrotic damage each turn. Just want to make sure if it has a save at the end. Okay, yeah, it missed 16 on saving throw. Do so 1 point while under the effect of the spell is disadvantage. Yeah, so just needs to keep making that save every turn just to see if it passes. Otherwise, it keeps taking the damage, and right now it is going to take 17 necrotic. All right. Cool. And that is nice. 17, perfect. They mark it with the skull. All right. And then Lance will bonus action throw down his bag and summon his skellies. And that's that one. Let me rearrange them around him more. Cool. They're all crawling out. It is now the rock's turn. The rock is going to roll a d6 to see who it's going to attack. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, roll a d4. So let's see. All right. On a 1, it will go after Alice. 2 will be Erlon. 3, Zanny. 4, Lance. Lance. All right. It is, and then let me also roll one more because it does have 2 attacks. All right, Erlon. So let me roll a d20 to see who it's going to attack with which attack. Okay. So, Erlon, it is going to talon you.
Okay.
29 to hit.
It's
You take 20 reduced to 10 slashing. And you are restrained by it in its talon. Then it is going to peck Lance with its beak attack. 32 to hit, doing 33 piercing. That hurts Lance a lot. Let's check. Sorry, that let me 33. Cool. And then it is gonna take off. Chance and Ike get opportunity attacks. Otherwise, it takes off 120 feet up in the air
With me.
with you.
That's okay.
I mean, you can fly, so you're not going to fall.
Exactly.
Yeah, it doesn't know that, so.
It does not.
If anything, it's easier because now you don't have to catch him. He took you
Yep.
with him.
So Ike is gonna do. Let me pull up Skelly attack.
Skelly attack.
Okay, Ike will do I believe he got the hand axe for it, the magical hand axe from Chan. So he's gonna do one attack with it. 16 to hit, misses. All right, that is the rock's turn. Big Orange looks up. It's like, the hell? It's 120 feet up there. She's gonna come running, shouting to the carpet, and yelling for it to get up and for to go up.
Oh god.
All right, Erlon, you are up. You are restrained. Nails being piercing into you at the moment. You have disadvantage on any attacks that you do until you break the restraint.
Yeah. Which we will do so.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll spend that action to break out of the restraints.
All right, roll a athletics check.
Next, it should be at advantage because I am grappled.
Correct.
Cool. 18.
It rolled a 25 with a plus 9 strength. You use your entire action to break free, and you cannot.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Am I able? No, I'm not able to. Then at least do one attack on it.
No, because it's an
I don't
action
want
to
to action
break free.
surge. Yeah.
Yeah, you can either use an action surge to try to break free again, or if you have anything else
fuck.
that could.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot. I should just use bonus action to Misty Step out of it.
Yeah,
That's fine.
so-
It's all right.
Are you gonna do that though now, or
yeah. Let's use the bonus action to Misty Step away.
All right, you Misty Step and you are outside of its grip, but you have the flight spell, so you don't plummet immediately.
Mm-hmm. And then I'm still right next to it, correct?
If you want to.
All right. Let's fuck up and stay still. We'll action surge.
All right, you action surge. You get 2 more attacks. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's do that. Oh shoot, I rolled my damage already. Let me attack first.
Alright.
Sorry.
And again, this is
And you
not
can use
active with the fire, so it's only the slashing.
Mm-hmm.
19 to hit, doing 8 slashing. Roll your second attack.
Second
19
attack,
to
yeah.
hit, and another 8 slashing.
19.
Cool.
Oh no, that was a previous one. I think
Yeah.
you're looking at the same one. So
Whoa, you're rolling a lot suddenly.
yeah, so you read 1 right away. You read 1 damage that already was like early, and then that next one should have been damage for that one.
I see. Okay, so an extra
Yeah.
3 damage. Cool.
Yeah.
There we go. Great. All right. Anything else for you, Erlon? I think you.
No, that'd be the end.
So, Chance, you're up.
Lance got walloped pretty good, right?
Lance got his what?
Got walloped pretty good.
A wallet.
Yeah, he did. He got 33 damage. That basically dropped him to near half.
Alright. For the moment, I will just run over there and give him a little A little pat on the shoulder. Where's the button?
12 healing. Awesome. He gets back 12 healing. Great. All right. Anything for bonus action?
Oh, no, not since I did that. Nope.
All right. Stand there, heal Lance. Zanny, anything you're doing?
All right. Alice, can you fly?
No.
Okay. Don't wait up. And I'm gonna start flying inside and start going up after this thing. I need 30 feet to get up into range, so I'm gonna spend a psychic point for my bonus action and give myself a fly speed.
Okay. How your fly speed just makes it so that you're 30 feet up in the air?
Yeah.
Great.
And that gets me just into long
90.
range.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to be like 90 feet, so if you can hit within 90 feet, you're good to go.
Yep. So I'm gonna line up. I'm gonna take I'm gonna load that poison round into the shotgun and take a shot at this guy.
All right. Fire away.
Alright, disadvantage because I am shooting at max range here.
Gotcha.
Okay.
26 hits. Roll damage. So 28, and you also have the well, no, sorry, -8 take off because it's not.
Yeah, not
undead.
not undead. So 20 damage.
So 20, and then roll the poison damage.
Well, it has to make a con save first because it's save or nothing.
15 plus 9, 24.
Oh yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay.
It's fine. It takes no additional damage from the poison.
Yep. Cool. All right, that was your one shot. And I think your
And it was bonus
psychic
action
point-
to start flying.
Bonus.
So yeah, so
Yep.
I'm at 90 feet from the bird in red, and that's turn.
All right, Alice, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast him because, unlike everybody else, I like my feet on the ground and have no plans to be up in the sky.
All right, roll your Eldritch Blasts.
1 and 2.
Both hit. Roll damage.
Nice. Bang. Bang.
24 points. Awesome.
Ooh, good stuff.
How far up is Zanny?
It is 120 feet off the ground.
No, I said Zanny.
I'm just 30
Zanny is
feet.
30 feet.
Perfect. Alice is going to give her a bardic inspiration and Oh, she's gonna tell Zanny. Zanny, go kill that bird. There can only be one person with beautiful plumage in this desert, and it has to be you. Show it who's boss.
Inspired.
Aww.
All right. It is Lance's turn, and Lance is gonna look up at it and cast magic missiles. And he will cast it. Should have been. Yeah, that should have been updated. He'll cast it at 3rd level. Actually, yeah, he'll cast it at 3rd level, which would be 3, 4, 5 darts. $17 damage. He'll then order all of his skellies to ready arrows to fire at it. If it comes in range. The rock, it's now its turn. I'm gonna roll a D3. Because this is an animal. And it just got hit hard as well. Let's see what it's gonna do. On a 1, it's just going to immediately start flying away. On a 2, it's going to attack the people that are airborne. And on a 3, it's going to do another swoop. And it immediately bolts, flying off 120 feet. Erlon, you have your one attack.
Opportunity? Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So with the flame tongue, not activated.
Not activated yet.
Mother flipper.
And it's a miss. And it flies off.
Oh wait.
120 feet.
No, never mind.
The only one who could probably hit it is Alice. And that is 240 feet that way. And it's actually, that's its movement. Actually, no. It is going to dash and go 360 feet away.
I think
I'm
not
gonna
working.
pause for a moment. Are you guys going to give chase? It is not even, it's a little above half. I'll say everyone can do a quick, I'll do a quick like 30 seconds for you guys to decide and I'll time it. So
Wait,
what are
is
you all
this-
saying?
Is this 30 seconds of the bird flying away?
Yeah, the bird is flying away. You guys can convey, like talk 30 seconds, like shouting as you are moving to make a
'Cause
decision.
I was going to dimension door,
Okay.
and if
You're
we
gonna
wait 30 seconds, it's going to be too far for me to dimension door.
And
Okay,
I still
fine.
can do that as well.
Okay, great. So we'll keep
Yeah,
going
we're,
then in
we're still in
combat.
fight here.
Okay, just checking.
Alex
It
wanted to
is-
get away from this thing.
It is 360 feet away from the main group. Big Orange is like,
So,
oh. Erlon, what are you doing? You have a fly speed of 30.
yeah, I'll get to it one day.
You're like, now you know how Alice feels when she's trying to run.
I'm gonna put Alice on my shoulders. She's gonna fly on me. But do we not have this magic carpet anymore?
You guys can, yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You can
So
move 30
what's
feet.
the place?
Big
you can
orange
move
is on
30
it.
as well.
Yeah, Big Orange is on it. So
Um,
for you, are you going back down to the carpet or are you trying to chase the bird?
I mean, it's pretty evident that I'm not gonna be able to catch it just by myself.
I'm going straight
Ooh.
towards red.
You're also raging, so you're probably not thinking straight.
Question two. Well, question. Thinking straight. I never do. Magic carpet. I mean, it has 30, and I have 30. Can we combine our powers, and I could
No.
push the carpet?
Does not work
Damn
that
it.
way.
Damn
While
it.
you're flying, you actually have 60.
Oh,
Ah.
and 60 feet movement.
I'm faster.
However, before Chance disappears, she is going to tell you to land because she's changing concentration.
Oh, you better
Okay.
land.
Oh
I mean,
shit!
not immediately, but she will. Once she gets
Gotcha.
deeper.
Hey, Erlon, what are you doing? Your turn.
I will go towards the rock as much as I can, and then as I'm going, I'm just kind of drifting down to the floor upon hearing that.
So you're 120 feet up. You can dash to do basically 120
80?
movement.
Oh,
so you're
100.
doing because your fly speed's 60. So if you dash, it's 120.
That's right. Yeah.
So you're gonna make it. You won't plummet and hit the ground if you're going straight down. And you land on the ground safely using your
Well,
action.
No, I'm not going straight down. Like I'm not going straight down. I'm going towards the rock, like at an angle down.
If you're going at an angle, you are gonna need to make a dex save because you won't.
That's fine.
Okay.
No, I understand. I know. I will.
Cool,
I'm
cool.
not going to be able to get to the floor in time.
Okay. Fair.
But you might, because you got a whole other turn.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So I'll say you are probably 40 feet off the ground.
Okay.
All right. You are also, though, not raging anymore. And I will say you could activate your flame tongue at this moment if you want to.
Sure. Oh, this is technically my turn at this point, or
Yeah, it was your turn right after Big Orange. So yes.
okay, that's fine. So then yeah, I'll activate it.
Okay, Chance, it is your turn. What is Chance doing?
Well, Lance is the one right next to me, and Lance loves to do stupid stuff. So hold on as we dimension door onto the bird's back.
All right. I need both of you to make dexterity saving throws because you are riding on a bird that is swooping, going 120 or 240 feet in 6 seconds. So both you and Lance will make dex saves or athletics checks, your choice, to see if you're grabbing or balancing. And I'll let Lance roll an athletics because he has a +3 instead of a +2. And Lance goes flying off the bird.
I will use my reaction to at least featherfall him.
You guys do see that the 7 he rolled. So he's like, yeah, and then immediately like, ah.
She tries to grab him, but she doesn't have that great. So she's just like, nope, I'm holding on to the bird. Don't die. Featherfall.
Featherfall. He's that is hey, all right. That is your reaction, your action, any different bonus or movement.
No.
All right. Chance is about to solo kill this rock. Perfect. All right.
She's just like, I'm behind it. I just stay behind this beak so it can't get turn around and get me.
Yeah. We'll see. It can do some barrel rolls on its next turn. But yeah. All right, Zanny, you're up. Are you also dimension dooring?
How far away is Red from me?
Red is 40. Okay, now I have to do Pythagorean theorem. You are 30 feet off the ground. He is 40 feet off the ground. You are 30 plus 40. Yeah, he's roughly about 40, 50 feet away from you.
Cool. I'm gonna fly 30 feet directly over him, and then I'm just gonna stop flying and crash land onto Erlon.
You just you crash into him and
grab a hold of him and blink out with Dimension Door.
So
I don't ask, I don't say anything, I just
you're about to land, and suddenly you get tackled by a Zanny and then just dimension doored. Are you willing, Erlon?
Of course.
Okay. Where are you land, Zanny? Are you trying to get on its back as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah, probably showing up right beside Chance, be like, hey girl, what's up?
All right, both of you, Erlon and Zanny, make either a dex save or an athletics check. Zanny, you're flying. You're like, oh my god! Erlon, you grab, but Zanny, you are plummeting. Do you have anything before you hit the sand?
Oh yeah. No, it's not. This isn't a problem for me. And I still have my bonus action. As a bonus action, I can just spend another point and bam, I'm flying again.
Okay, then yeah, you're about to fall off. You do fall off, but you activate your bonus action to fly, so you don't plummet 120 feet off and hit the ground, because that would have been 12d6 damage. So you're still afloat 120 feet off the ground. So yeah, that was actually a really badass move. So
just look right down the eye. Do not let go. I cannot do that again.
All right, Alice, you are up. It is 360 feet up and away plus 85. It is roughly 440 feet away from you.
Perfect. I'm gonna go get on the carpet, tell Big Orange, figure it out. Carpet, go. Go, carpet, follow. Follow Zanny, carpet.
There we go. All right, Lance had Featherfall. He descends 30 feet per 6 seconds, if my memory serves correctly. So he was 120, now he's 90 feet off the ground as he's floating away or floating down. He will... Actually, I forgot. Let me roll for the rock if it makes its con save to no longer be Posicrotic Seer. Needs to beat Lance's 19, and it is. So it is no longer searing. So Lance will be like lame, and he is going to summon the Spirit of Death. Because that is absolutely something Lance would do. So he summons a Spirit of Death, and it will attack. Let me just make sure. Yeah. It will attack with a Reaping Scythe, which is D8 plus 3 plus spells level, which is 4, so plus 7. Let me roll for it. Oh, wait. To roll is the. Oh, Lance's attack. So that would be a plus 11 for each attack. So let's roll 1 and 2. 30 and 27 hit. So let's do the 8 plus 3 plus 7. 14 and 9 damage. So 25 points of damage to it. And then it's going to use its haunting ability on it. So the rock must make a wisdom saving throw. Or it cannot approach that direction, and it fails. So it is frightened. So it cannot move in that direction. It's got to veer an opposite direction. All right. That is Lance's turn. The rock is going to fly in a different direction. Another 120 feet, which is now at 480 feet in a different direction. Zanny, I'm going to say it is 120 feet away from you. As it's flying, it's going to do a barrel roll. So Chance and Erlon, roll athletics checks to stay holding on to it as it does a barrel roll. I'm going to say the DC is going to be 15.
Can't make a dex save again?
Well, this is a athletics because you are literally hanging on to it. Well, you could use Manny. The DC is 15. Erlon, you stay. And Erlon, you're not raging, so you have. So there, Chance, you managed. Thanks to Manny, you both are holding on to it as it does a barrel roll.
I like to think that Manny just like bit a feather to like hold on extra.
Yes.
What did you say about raging?
You're not raging. That last turn, you did not get attacked nor take damage, so you're no longer raging. So you don't.
Yeah,
have
I thought
advantage.
we got rid of it when I was falling. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So just letting you know, because you rolled, I saw with an advantage, the 15s. So just letting you know.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I turned it off.
Cool. And it's just gonna dash
why is
again. So it is completely off the map. It is going up in the air. Doesn't do another barrel roll, but it is now 120, 600 feet off the ground with you guys. All right. Big Orange looks at you.
Oh.
Let me follow that.
What else are we supposed to do? Just sit here?
All right. And she's just gonna go and use her action. And it goes 60 feet. So it's now 80 feet off the ground. All right. Erlon, you are up. You are still holding on. You and Chance are the only ones hanging on to it. You can get up and start attacking it if you want.
All right. We'll attack. We'll go into we'll use bonus action to go into rage. And then Flame Tongue is already turned on.
Yep. Are you
So
gonna reckless?
Reckless, yeah.
Perfect. All right. Swing away.
Yep. That's terrible. Oh,
15 misses.
Okay.
Wait. You do have inspiration.
Yeah.
You wanna use
I
it?
was about to just roll it. I don't know why it's rolling double for me.
Yeah, that's weird.
So it's 8, correct, for the Bardic?
Yep.
Okay, so 15.
So yeah,
Plus-
17 is what you're doing before anything else. Don't roll the bardic. That is its AC is 17. So you
Okay.
do hit with the reckless. So go
Okay.
ahead, roll damage.
Gotcha. That should be good. And then it's adding, there you go.
So awesome. So 17 points of damage. Perfect.
Mhm.
Now roll your second attack again with advantage.
Yep. That one should be good again. Yeah, okay.
21
We're good now.
hits.
I refreshed it.
Yep. Perfect.
Um,
Roll damage. 18 damage.
With
Starting to look really hurt.
yeah, with that one, can I expend a superiority die and can we make that a menacing attack?
Menacing is for fear, so it'll be afraid of you. You can. I just want you to understand. It's trying to flee away from you guys.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Yeah, that's right, because it's already fleeing because of the haunt, right?
Yeah, the haunt, and it just wants to get away from you. It's not.
Oh,
It thought you guys were gonna be easy prey.
gotcha. Okay, so no need to
Yeah,
expend the
you
superiority
can.
die.
I just wanted you to understand it's not gonna do anything different. So,
Yeah, I'm not gonna try to trip the thing, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
all right, that is Erlon. That is your turn. Chance, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Okay, finally, I'm going to slow it.
Slow. Okay.
So it can't run away quite as fast.
All right. You lose concentration for the Erlon flying. So if Erlon, you fall, you're gonna fall 600 feet off
I
the
thought that was
ground.
gone already. I was already falling before.
No, you're still holding on, but let's see. Now it's gonna make a wisdom save. And that's a 10. All right, it is slowed down. All right, so its movement speed is cut in half. So instead of 120, it is now 60 feet. And it cannot take any reactions, and it must choose between action or bonus action, but not both. So, awesome. So you slow it. Anything else for bonus that you want to do, Chance?
Did you use my bardic?
He did not.
Okay,
I did not have to, no.
then I won't give you another one.
All right.
Well, fine. Don't sing to me.
So you're just holding on dear life because
Because I really like what to boost my ability to hold on here.
Yep.
It's pretty good.
All right. Zanny, you are up. It is 200 feet away from you at this point.
Well, I'm gonna use my action, movement, and bonus action to run. Well, fly.
All right. You get action bonus. You have fly speed of 30 or 60?
30, sadly.
30. Okay, so you're now 140 feet away from it.
I think I'm gonna, and what I'm gonna try to do is just fly at an angle so that now that it's slowing down, that as I'm like chasing after it, I'm doing Pythagorean theorem to
Try to.
intercept. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So cool. Let me put it that way, and I'm just gonna leave your token there because the map is not gonna work anymore for it. So, Alice, you're still on the carpet. Are you doing anything as it is roughly 520 feet away from you?
No.
Cool.
Can I make the carpet go faster?
I'll allow you to do 30 feet of extra movement. So you are.
Nice. I'm just
100.
happy to be here, you guys.
Yeah, you're just having a beer with Big Orange.
Yeah. Wait, why are we going
Hey.
up?
Get some bonding time with Orange.
You're moving closer, trying to get closer to it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
all right.
I am holding my action for when I'm within 300 feet of this thing.
Yeah, okay. Lance is. There's nothing that Lance can do. I don't think Lance has Dimension Door. Let me just double check. No, he doesn't. And everything else is max range 120 feet. So he's like, cool. And he just floats down with the feather fall and is now just 30 feet off the ground because he was 90, then 60. So,
No, it falls 60 feet per round.
Oh, 60. So then last one would have been 120 to 60 and 60 to 0. So yeah, he's now just touched ground. And then he's trying to make his way to Skelly's. All right. It is the rock's turn. It is slowed. It is still going to fly 60 feet, and action dash another 60. Instead of 240, it is now 120 total. So that's 720 feet off the ground, flying at an angle. It is going to try one more time to knock you off barrel roll. You guys will have advantage because it's slowed to hang on. So both of you roll athletics checks with advantage. Chance and Erlon. Okay, you might need Manny because I said DC 15. Erlon, you stay on board. Chance, or roll Matt.
I'm gonna go ahead and use a luck point.
Luck point. Okay, go ahead. Roll that athletics check again. 19. You stay on board thanks to luck. Because 720 feet. You fall 500 feet per round. It is Xanathars.
Yeah, but I'm not using my reactions for anything else at the moment in case I or Erlon fall.
Yeah. Fair. All right.
Appreciate it.
Big Orange. She's like, all right. She's just flying another 60 feet. You guys are 170 feet off the ground. Erlon, you're up again.
All right. Let me get some good hits in. Yeah, let's.
Oh wait, let me roll a wisdom save for it to see if it passed, and it is no longer slowed.
Oh. Never mind.
Yeah, it is no longer. It rolled a 21.
That fucker.
So it is no longer slowed. Go ahead, Erlon.
Okay. Yeah, we'll start taking some swipes at it. We will continue the reckless hits.
All right.
That's
Go
first
ahead,
one.
roll your first attack.
Since with advantage, 21 to hit.
21 hits. Roll damage.
Oh god. It's rerolling. That okay. There we go.
17. Awesome.
And then we
Less than 50 hit points left. Roll your second attack.
keep on attacking then. Oh, nat 20. Let's fucking go.
Nat 20. All right, go ahead.
And that wasn't even with advantage, so.
Yeah. Not counting that as a double nat 20, even though it looks like
No.
So wait, okay. So pause for a second.
It's still doing it.
12 is the automatic, so that's 12 plus 2d6, so that's 24 plus 24, 48. Now roll your brutal critical, which should be another d12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's automatically another 12, 48.
Yep. Is that with the fire
12.
or no?
No, the brutal critical is just another d12. It's your base.
Oh, okay.
your
Then
weapon
it'd just be the
damage.
d11. It'd just be the 11.
So roll another d12. Don't roll that. Just roll a d12 for me, please.
Gotcha.
So yeah, 48 plus 12 is 60. Roll that d12. 63 points of damage. How do you wish to slay the rock?
Oh my god.
I literally just said it had less than 50. It had 40 in the beginning of
We
your
got lucky
turn. It
with
had
that
63 hit points.
We got lucky with that crit. Shit. I think we're just gonna dig the axe into it, like we're riding it, just like doing its tossing and turning, like barrel rolling, and then just digging it in. And as soon as it stops rolling, we're just going to, I don't know, just take one big slash into that same groove that we've created with our axe, I guess.
Into its neck.
Yeah.
Awesome. You stab into it, sever the spine, and it lurches, it yelps and screeches, and then begins to plummet 720 feet off the ground. With both of you on it.
Yeah, now I'll be using my reaction.
Okay. So both of you are plummeting 500 feet.
That's how we hold on to
6
those.
seconds. Because that's how it goes. The falling down, it's 500 feet per turn. So even after 6 seconds, you're still falling. What is Erlon and Chance's reaction as they're falling?
Fuck.
My reaction was to feather fall us.
Right, you jump, grab Erlon, and then you feather fall, and you both immediately are detached from the rock, and the rock plummets. I'm gonna roll 72d6 to see how much of this thing survives.
Oh, for
263
Lance.
points of damage from
Oh, fuck.
it. Slams, splats, and just gore and blood, and bone explodes outwards. A little bit of bone hits you, everyone basically, from the impact, including you, Al. Like a piece of bone hits you in the head. Everyone, the splash damage. 263 points of damage. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah, that's why I wanted us to feather fall. Let it go that 600 feet before we catch up to it.
That was a good call. Really good call.
Yeah, it's a good thing. So that's almost like a quarter mile off the ground. Just FYI, that's almost a quarter mile off the ground. You guys are just, it just plummeted and smashed.
Yay.
Battle ends. You collect a piece of feather, to prove that you slew a rock. Any conversations you guys want to have as you get cleaned up and heading back?
That was fun for a first time.
The first time of what? Of killing a rock?
Yes.
No,
My first time you were
Do
dealing
you
with that
think
thing.
that there's going to be a second time?
Yeah, no, there's not.
I'm
I
hopeful
barely
for it. That was
participated in
awesome.
this first time.
No, you did great, Alice. You did great.
It's in my hair.
It's everywhere. This is awesome.
No.
What? I don't know. You guys.
Dune mimic attacks. No, just.
I
will
mean,
say.
we're actually that damaged. We're just took us a while to meet all back up.
You guys.
Also, I know if a mimic is coming. Nanny tells me.
Yep, I know. You guys gather what you can of proof that the rock has been slain. You head back to the city, and you collect 110,000 gold, or sorry, silver.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, way worth.
And divide by 6 with Big Red. Let me see 1 second. Everyone gets, I'm gonna just do it this way. Everyone gets 18,000 silver, and 330 goes into the group fund. So 18,000 silver once again to everyone, and 330 to the party fund.
You did enough to get paid, Alice. That's all that matters.
Yeah, you look pretty, and yeah.
I did. I took care of Big Orange, and I made sure she didn't do anything stupid.
Oh my god, that's right. Big Orange. Did you see that?
I did. Wish I could actually have hit
I know.
it.
I'm sorry. We'll just have to plan more your level. Not in a bad way. Don't mean in a bad way. Just want to make sure you don't get hurt, I guess.
It's fine. All right,
But
y'all.
hey,
I think
thanks for keeping Alice safe.
Yeah, I did keep her safe. She would have been in
Exactly.
trouble without me.
I agree. Don't you agree, Alice?
You're on mute, Alice. Which is perfect. That's Alice would totally not say anything, and that's where we're gonna cut the go break. So, all right. When we get back, we'll continue with everyone else's role playing. We're gonna go to next up will be Chance, then Zanny, and then Alice, and go forward from there. So, see everyone in 15 minutes. See you soon. Welcome to Castles and Calamities. We're an American Dungeons & Dragons actual play web series, currently running 2 weekly games, one on Tuesdays and one on Thursdays. Our shows started streaming in August 2023 and have brought forward hundreds of episodes full of incredible story, memorable characters, complex NPCs, emotional role-playing, and exhilarating combat. We have lore, we have heroes, we have magic, love, and wit. So let's dive in with a little special insight video about Castles and Calamities. Join us as we tell you a bit about our journey, starting with first who we are.
We've gained and lost people along the way, but the 4 of us you hear today are 4 of those who helped create Castles of Calamities and have been here since the beginning.
Gassan.
Brian.
Tim.
And Aaron.
Over time, we've grown beyond the original 4 and currently have 9 players spread out across 2 campaigns. We are a group of friends who started playing during the pandemic. A lot of bad things happened in 2020, but one of the good things that came out of it was the popularization of online campaigns. Our first campaign together started in March of 2020 when several of the original players met through a campaign they found on a Facebook post.
After that game began to fizzle out, we wanted to continue playing together and started our own campaigns. 2 of the founding members acted as dungeon masters, with Gassan starting what would become the Silver Age and Brian starting a campaign called Singers. They're sometimes playfully referred to as Order and Chaos, respectively, because of their contrasting playstyles. The Silver Age is a direct prequel to the current Tales of Tellos Steam Age, and was a campaign that took place in a fantasy setting inspired by Renaissance Europe, full of mystery and political intrigue, as a group of adventurers journeyed across kingdoms and plains to combat an evil group called the Harbingers. Singers was actually an acronym, which is how Acronymic Adventures got its start, and stood for the Sigil Investigation and Neutralization Garrison of the Extraplanar Rangers. It was a fun and chaotic campaign that had each player play 4 different characters that traveled to different worlds to combat evil. It's not a direct tie-in to the current campaign, but is only a slight crossover reference, as the world of Heptagonia was one of the many worlds that the Singers visited.
As those campaigns came to their end, we realized we wanted to continue their stories and keep having fun together. Not only that, we wanted to bring in new players to expand our stories. And we wanted to stream them so that we could share these vivid worlds with friends, family, and anyone who loves a compelling tale. That's how the initial idea formed for Castles and Calamities, and we launched in 2023 and started streaming our 2 current campaigns, The Tales of Tellos and The Acronymic Adventures. Gassan, aka Order, runs the Tuesday series Tales of Tellos, and Brian, also known as Chaos, runs the Thursday series, The Acronymic Adventures. Currently, we have weekly sessions for both campaigns streaming live on Twitch and uploaded weekly to our YouTube channel.
The Tales of Tellos is a collection of campaigns that takes place on the world of Tellos. It is a large planet with 2 moons and has an extensive history of magic, heroes, wars, and political intrigue. The current campaign is called the Steam Age, and 200 years have passed since the events of the Silver Age. The Industrial Revolution has come to the lands of Eremer, a land of harsh deserts, lush oases, and bustling cities. New innovation and technology is pushing Eremer to grander heights. But for all of Eremer's industry and magics, civil war threatens to tear apart the mystical lands of the Sultanate. Neighboring nations seek to steal her secrets, and an ancient enemy seeks to bring about the end of the world. This is a story of many stories, with heroes, criminals, and travelers helping determine the course of history. The Tales of Tellos is a campaign set in a rich world with deep, expanding lore, complex characters, and of course, lots of actions. It airs every Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time or 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Acronymic Adventures is our other mainline campaign in a separate setting than Tales of Tellos. The current adventure is the Guild campaign, set in the world of Terrasol on the continent of Heptagonia, a continent shaped like a 7-pointed star with a wild creation story involving the literal tug-of-war of the continent by rival dragons. The land itself is ruled by the Adventurers Guild, and the players start in the academy that trains those with talent in an attempt to prevent accidents of unrealized potential manifesting into danger. The land has gone through many catastrophic events and is currently recovering physically, technologically, and socially, but there is always trouble brewing under the surface that sparks many an adventure for those brave or foolish enough to seek it. Guild is a campaign where chaos reigns, magic, mystery, and fortune are out there waiting to be rediscovered. Are you ready to join the grand undertakings in Land Divided? Join us Thursdays at 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern.
Castles and Calamities is order, chaos, and everything in between. a group brought together by friendship, fun, and a love of storytelling. Both campaigns are expected to last several years, and hope to continue with future campaigns in the same worlds. We'll also be releasing new content, including character interviews, lore, art, game discussions, fan communities, and maybe even new campaigns in new worlds. So stay tuned.
You can tag along on our quests at Castles and Calamities, all spelled out, no spaces, on Twitch and YouTube. Or take the easy route and just click on the links in the description. We hope you feel like a member of the party, laughing, crying, and sharing in all our victories and adventures as you join us on this journey. Welcome to Castles and Calamities.
DM, you're muted.
That
You're
timing.
muted. You're muted.
That countdown
Oh,
was so
joy.
for that.
Joy.
Yeah, DM, you're muted. I was like, wait, did I mess up something? Did I screw up my audio? Nope, never mind.
And I literally was just saying, like, okay, count us down. Anyway,
Yeah.
for the group out there, thank you everyone for watching. So the first half. Hopefully you enjoyed that really cool combat. It was really fun and awesome seeing Dimension Doors, Feather Falls, and slaying a rock in a very epic fashion. Let's move on to the next downtime elements for it. And let's go with Chance. Chance, what's Chance focusing more on during her downtime?
I don't know that she's focusing on any one thing.
All right. Well, what are some of the activities you're doing throughout your downtime?
I'm still spending a bunch of time with her brother. I do have one thing that I wanted to do with Danny and Lance, but I can do them. I can do it with Danny.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And,
Take the scene away with you and Zanny for the moment.
hey, Danny.
Yeah, what's up?
So I had two things.
Okay.
One, I've been spending some time with my brother, and I wanted to know if you wanted to get Laura enrolled in school.
I, I do. That's, is there like a class starting soon?
It already did start, but they're only about I think maybe a month in. It's still pretty early in the year.
Okay. I
Because
mean,
Andon just started, a couple weeks ago.
I do. I want to talk to her about it first. I'm just now getting settled in. But I do. Yeah, I do want to get her started in something somewhere. Because if not, all the girl's gonna do is sit in the room upstairs and train.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also, I'm trying to get reception enrolled too. I think that Andon might be moving into the fortress, so he'll be going to school from here every day, anyways.
Okay.
So it makes sense if we have send the whole herd together, along with the guardians.
That makes
who
sense.
who said that they would walk with them.
Oh. Escort. Okay.
So, yes. So just putting that out there. I will get the forms for you or whatever from the principal.
Thank you. First, I also think I gotta do the legal stuff. I gotta, I think, file some paperwork or something and actually make her mine on paper and stuff.
I'm not sure whether you. Well, I mean, you can, but I'm not sure what the legality is, because you're going to have to get like a sign off from her parents, which they might be willing to do if they were willing to do what they did, but also you'd still have to find them and talk to them about it.
Yeah, I mean, that's one way. Yeah.
But I mean, you could probably still start school with a guardianship or whatever. But yeah, I just wanted to get that rolling, just so that it doesn't go longer and then it's further into the school year and then it's going to be harder.
Yeah. I just need to get all the paperwork, I guess, and just get all that taken care of. But yeah, I do. I want to get her in. Thank you for giving me the heads up. I didn't actually get that far into figuring that out for her yet. I'm still trying to get furniture.
Yeah, no, see, we're doing that later. I feel like that's less important. Well, of course, she also has, I mean, she has some places she's staying at the moment. But anyway, that's not the main reason that I came in here.
Okay.
That was just a side note that I had just recently talked to him, and I wanted to make sure that all the kids, because I know that both you and Lance are new to this guardianship thing, and I am the expert, having done it for a whole 2.5 years now. But anyways, the second thing is a project.
Okay.
Uh, uh, Creating a magic item. I know you're good at that. Lance is good at that. I can help with the magic part, but I'm not so good with the making an item part.
Okay.
Um,
I just hired on Abdale actually, so that'll give him something to do too.
right. Yeah. So what I'm trying to do, uh, you remember my slightly obnoxious uh, little bodyguard,
Oh yeah,
the imp. Yeah.
yeah. You mean the demon that I wish to send back to the Nine Hills?
Yes.
Sorry,
Yes.
devil.
The devil. Yes. You don't want to mix demons and devils because that's like a whole other insult.
Well, yeah, no, that's I mean, I want to be mean, not racist.
Exactly. Um, but anyways, so because he is a devil, he can't actually get in here. He can't, even if he could get in here, he can't get through Alice's house because there's wards.
Yeah.
He can't get through the door. I don't know if there's not wards in the gym yet. We should probably put them at least in the storage room,
Oh yeah.
and etc. But as much as I don't want him following me around, I also kind of I don't want to say I do, but if he cannot follow me around, if he cannot do his job, he will be likely punished for it. Like in a bad way.
Right.
And it's not his fault. And they're just going to send someone or something else. And I don't, again, annoying, and I don't love being followed around by a devil, but he's not the worst option. I feel like they're just going to send something worse.
That's
Anyway,
a fair point.
So going back to what I need your help with,
Okay.
I think there's a spell, nice little something. I looked it up.
You talking about the thing that makes you not what you are?
Yes, it makes things think you are not what you are.
Yeah, that fucking prick in his magic spell, the fake aura one. Yeah, it makes you look like magic reads you as something else you're not.
Yeah. So I was thinking maybe we could make him like a little amulet that lets him pretend that he can come in here. But I would also like to pair it, and this is going to be the complicated part, with something like Fire, so he can't be invisible while he's.
So while he's wearing it, he can come in here, but he also glows bright purple.
Or something.
Or whatever
I
color.
mean,
But you know what I mean.
I feel like if we could make it red, that might make him happy. Like, he'd look like he's on fire, so at least he could feel like he was cool and devilly. But yes, because, he likes to be invisible, and I feel like a little invisible devil that can just come in and out of here is not a good idea. But if we can see him and he's in here, I feel like that's okay-ish.
So, to be clear, Chance, you want me to make your devil a cursed item?
Essentially, yes.
Okay.
I mean, I'm open to other ideas, but this is the idea that I came into, because I like I said, I think he does need to be able to come in here so that I can't just be going to other cities and then he can't follow me, and like I said, he's going to be in trouble, and they're going to turn him into one of those little what are the little gross worm things that are
the lemurs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel that he's already been demoted down to imp, and if he was being demoted for something he did or doing, but he hasn't done that much mischief.
This was a demotion.
This was a demotion. He was something bigger. He won't tell me what happened, but
I'm allowed.
Anyway,
He was a contract demon or devil.
Anyways, I don't want him to be punished for something that isn't his fault. So if
I
we can
get you.
find a way to let him continue to follow me, I guess that's
I get you. You don't got to explain yourself to me, although hearing your explanation, that is pretty clever of you. Yeah, no, I
no,
mean,
I don't have to.
It,
I don't have to explain myself, but I also know you also want to send him back to the Nine Hells. So I feel like I should at least advocate for why we're doing this.
I mean, you you gave me all the advocacy I ever needed when you said he's under your protection. So that's all I ever needed, honey. I just
Yeah,
like to
but
run
I
my
mean,
mouth to the son of a bitch.
it's kind of under duress on my part. But like I said, he's not the worst, which
Yeah.
is a compliment from me to him. But if he heard it, he would think it was the worst insult. I'm sure. So don't tell him.
So, I ain't done curse work before, but it's not out of my field. I could do it.
Well, I also wondered whether doing something like that. Your black market friend that does the stay cursed items might
You know,
have some insight.
that's a good idea. I like that. Yeah.
But anyways, yes, I figure between you, me, and Lance, we could figure it out, and it shouldn't hopefully take too long because it's a low level spell.
Yeah, we'll get something figured out with it. I mean, like it's the aura part is the hard part. The rest is just cursing with fairy fire.
Yeah.
And Lance, I'll need to. Yeah, I definitely need to bring Lance in on this one, especially if we're doing curse work. I mean, the boy's got a curse spell in his book.
Oh, I mean, he didn't make it though.
No, but like I could probably plagiarize some of the glyph work and use it.
Yeah. All right. All right. Yes. Anyway, so that's a relatively short-term project here because I'd like it the sooner. We're in here now, and he's outside being grumpy.
Well, as much as I like that, I'll get to work on it then.
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
no
like I
problem.
said, if there's anything I can do, just adding in the hours and the magic.
I mean,
Zanny,
I
roll
think we're
a
good.
Arcana check for me, please.
There it is.
28. So with a 28, you think about it. Okay, second level spell, probably going to be then uncommon with the tweaking and the cursing elements, or it's still second level magic. You imagine that if this is going to be then attuned to the fortress, so that he can pass through the fortress and any other warded places that you guys deem, you're pretty sure it's going to be uncommon, which you'd need 5,000 silver for like the material costs, and then with it's you, Abdel, Alice, and Lance for casters. You're probably looking at just like 2 days.
Chance, not Alice.
Yeah, chance.
Alice, sorry, Chance, not Alice. Sorry.
And oh yeah, it's not going to be in one of my kits, so Dreammaker won't apply to this one.
Yeah.
So it has to be done straight.
Yeah. Well, like, Dreammaker is. This would be an arcane, like you're creating that, so.
It's if I'm making something using alchemy, herbalism, or tinker tools.
Thank you. So yeah, this would not be a tinker. This would be just pure enchanting for it. It would be closer to jewelers, if anything else.
Yeah.
So 2 days, you guys can create it.
I need spell power and a few basic components. Like it's not even going to be expensive.
Excellent, because I don't want to spend money on him.
Yeah, like it'll. I mean, if I screw it up, it'll cost me 500 silver.
All right.
And then like, give me 2 days. Give me 3 if I fuck it up. But I don't think I'm gonna fuck this one up. This one's not hard.
Thank you.
Mm.
Thanks.
No problem.
Great.
And tell Lance to give me his damn book.
So what?
Tell Lance to give me his damn book.
Oh, yes. Well, actually, I think I need to buy that spell anyway, so I don't think Lance has that. So that's another. How much is the second level spell?
Mm-hmm. Hey, you guys have money. Yeah, I got 18,000 from killing the rock. So, all right, awesome. Anything else that you want to do, Chance? During your downtime?
So I have to at some point talk to Soledad's granddaughter.
Mm-hmm.
I can either do that in RP, or if Alice wants to go with me, we can do it now.
Okay, Alice, do you want to? This is what's going on.
I have to go.
Oh, good.
I have to go and talk to Arif Soledad's granddaughter. She lives in Timashq, and Arif Soledad would like her to move back to Zarek. So the goal is to convince her to move back to Zarek, and if we do so, then Arif Soledad will help me find an oracle. But I don't know this young woman or anything about her. So between you and me, we kind of cover the spectrum of personality types. So if she's more like you take the lead. If she's more like me, I take the lead. We tag team.
Darling, you'll never meet a larger cheerleader for Zarek, so say less.
All right. Do you guys want to do that right now? We can.
Good, because I am the opposite of a cheerleader for Zarek, so that's actually probably excellent.
All right. You know her name, Thalia Alitani. That's all you know, though, about her.
And I have the letter that she said that she gave me.
Yep. So, how do you track her down?
Well, if she's noble, somebody knows, and we'd send like a little calling card with it. You know, can we meet you for tea?
Okay. Roll me, and with advantage because you're both tag teaming this, charisma check. Oh, damn. Okay. Roll me a D4 for how many days it takes to find her. 4 days. Okay. So on the 24th of harvest, you find out that she's actually involved in the military. She is a noble, but she's also involved in working for the Eastern government.
And then it's going to make it a little bit more complicated.
Like this might be more your territory.
This might be more. Oh god, we don't really have any military.
Should we bring Erlan?
No.
Well, Erlan loves Zarek. Erlan has a big axe. Erlan loves women. And you heard him with the Arif. I mean, he's got presence about him.
Why don't we meet with her first, and then if it doesn't go well, we send Erlan as the backup.
Okay, yes. How do you convince someone in the military that they need to move?
I guess we find out why she's in the military. What has driven her away from her grandmother's values?
Well, if she's anything like Zanny, then large guns. Big hulking thingies.
Well, she can bring her big guns with her.
She's going to feel like we're shipping her off. You know, it never feels good when you're just being, go to Zarek for your own safety. Go to Zarek. Why I want to keep you safe, especially if you're in the military.
Yes, well, I think for your own for your own safety was going to be an argument if she was, a delicate little flower. I don't think for your own safety is going to be our argument here.
Then why are we moving her?
Because her family wants her. Her family needs protection. She's protection.
Ooh,
That's an angle.
that is an angle. That's a very good angle. What if she doesn't like her family?
It. I did ask whether there was any anonymity between her and her grandmother, and it wasn't a no contact kind of thing. Her grandmother did send a letter of recommendation. It's just not strong enough on her own to coax her back.
We could kidnap her.
We'll put that plan after having Erlon talk to her.
I feel like that is a part of the Erlon talking to her plan.
That probably is how that's going to end. Yes.
Yes.
Because kidnapping military personnel, no consequences there.
No, never.
Let's just
So
let's talk to her and see her position and work from there.
great. So Zanny, did someone say kidnap Bill syringes?
We
All
we
right.
call in Danny and Erlon if that doesn't work, and Lance, because I feel like Lance is also on board.
That's the end team. Zanny
That's
and
B
Erlon.
team.
Okay. So here's the question. Do you try to find out where she lives to try to meet her, surprise her there? Do you try to go where she's working at like one of the barracks?
Where she lives, but not surprised. Like I said, we were going to leave in Victorian times. You leave your calling card, and say meet us for tea tomorrow, or we'll be here for tea tomorrow, or whatever.
Okay.
So we would go to her house, but we would forewarn her that we're coming to her house.
So you okay. I'm just trying to understand. So you're leaving a calling card, aka you're leaving a note on her door.
I mean, with her butler, or
okay.
whatever house people she has.
Okay, you're just basically you're going there, leaving a note saying, "Hey, we're gonna come by tomorrow. We'd like to have tea." Essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how they did things.
Just like, hey, we're having tea. No, you can't say no. Essentially.
No. I mean, I believe that's why you do it like X amount of time ahead of time. They can send back a letter saying, "Oh, this time doesn't work for me. This time does."
Okay.
All coordinated through leaving notes with your butler.
So interesting thing enough, when you go to her house, it's or not even her house. She's living in an apartment, which, again, a lot of nobles are like questioning, why are you going from like living in the palace of books, the castle of books, to living in an apartment and joining the military? So, with that being said, you do leave the note. The next day, when you go towards the house, you do see that the note has been, or you slipped the note under the door. You didn't get any response declining it. Do you guys go and then just knock on the door?
Yeah.
Okay. The door opens, and a fair-looking woman wearing a little bit of her like military garb answers. She kind of looks at you both. All right, well, hello, and let's get this over with. And she gestures for you both to enter.
Hardly a promising start. Nice to meet you. I'm Chance. She'll enter.
Alice is looking around, very unhappily.
Mm-hmm.
And Alice Mazza, your home is quite quaint.
It is. She closes the door after you guys enter. All right. So my grandmother sent both of you. But you mean a little terse about that, but still, manners are important. And she kind of like gestures to you, to you both to sit in one of the seats, in a very plain like sofa in the living room. I'll get some tea. It should be ready by now.
I'm gonna wipe off the seat a little bit, make sure it's not, dusty.
Yeah, definitely not very used. It's let me rephrase that. It's a used couch, previously owned, but it is probably hasn't been used very often for guests. She comes back with a tray of tea and some cucumber sandwiches, which you do know. Wait, that's definitely a good like high toity like snacks. So even though she's living in very simple, her dining has not changed. She pours the teas for you both. I hope green tea is suitable for you both.
Of course, thank you.
She sits down. So, Crimson Peacekeepers. How hmm. Let's forgive me, start over. How are you both of your days going?
Thus far, just fine. How about yourself?
These have been difficult days with the war.
Well, it's been months, but I mean, if we include that in the, pleasantries, well, no one's doing well.
Yes. And the only problem is now Zarek and Timosh are at odds. The border is literally between the two. And either Timosh will be blasted by the mages of the west, or artillery fire will bombard Zarek. So I'm not too happy in either way.
Seems like that doesn't have to be how it goes.
You're Alice Mazer of Papery Industries.
Oh, yes, the one and only, darling.
I think we met few years ago.
I would probably remember you if you were dressed not like this.
Of course, I wasn't back then. This is she looks at her military garb. Recent adjustment in attire.
Downgrade, yes. Why?
Do you not care about your military that protects you? If you're saying that's a downgrade.
Oh no, I just meant your outfit.
Join the military, so this is the outfit I usually wear now.
I joined the Crimson Peacekeepers, and this is the outfit I normally wear. All right, we all have to make our sacrifices, darling. No, I meant why join the military?
Because I think that the East is right.
What?
Because I love my grandmother. I think she's supporting a very corrupt system with the Arif system. And that science and technology is the way of the future.
And why do you think that both can't exist? I mean, not the race system, but the science and technology and magic. I know that they can't coexist like in the same item, but they can coexist in people that do magic, and people that innovate technologically, technologe.
There has been, well, I'll just be very forward with things. I understand that you in particular, are a seer, not an oracle, correct?
I'm sorry, how do you have this information?
Because I am an oracle.
Okay.
My grandmother was training me to try to become an oracle, or I'm not yet technically an oracle. But I've seen many futures for Aramir. And I think the East is at least a brighter future. Yes, there's corruption, there's problems of technology, and it's frightening to think about a world with less magic. But seeing the future with Aramir stagnating and other countries becoming more technologically advanced and even developing terrible weapons. If someone's going to be developing those weapons, might as well be us so that we're in control of the playing field.
That does not sound like a bright future at all.
There's a saying amongst historians, Tellos is a world of destruction, rebirth, and cycles. And it really does feel that way.
Perhaps, perhaps. But it feels like we are currently at the destruction phase.
I would agree. And
so why would you want the rebirth cycle to start with a country that wants more destruction?
I want a country that will take care of its people, that will have social programs, and that will be able to, if the rest of the world is going to keep advancing with technology, then Aramir needs to keep being the forefront runner of technology. Otherwise, other countries are gonna outpace us, and then we'll just be still using magic as a supplement for technology. And yes, we can do amazing things with magic, but there are more powerful weapons when it comes to technology. Do you both think that Aramir should not have weapons to counter those weapons?
I think that we shouldn't need them.
Well, Alice, what were you about to say? Something? I saw your.
I just don't know why it has to be one or the other. I mean, wouldn't it just be better if we could protect ourselves with both? I mean, I don't see myself innovating or carrying large weapons, but
I will say, Alice, I can't really hear you that well. It's a very, very faint.
sorry, I'm
There we
moving
go,
my
better.
mic. She just asked why they can't coexist.
Something happens when magic and technology are close with each other.
That's what I said. That's what I started with. Was that
Yeah.
they can't be the same thing, but we can have both. We can be both the leader in technology and the leader in magic. Then we will be the strongest country. Because we will have innovation from both ends. Because, again, you can say, oh, we should focus solely on technology and be the leader there. But then, to fight the other countries that also have those technologies. But then what happens when the country comes in with magic that comes and just I'm just going to say that one of the magics that I can do is I can take something that's non-magical and just with the blink of an eye disassociate it.
Okay, so even assuming that is true, what about the future? Like the identity of Aramir, the classism, the issues of just the reef system, and I mean, the East is offering a meritocracy. You work hard, you do what's right, And yes, there's a lot more bureaucracy, but it's designed to try to act as a checks and balance system. So even taking magic and science out of the question, what about Aramer's military? What about Aramer as the culture, the empire, the merit, as opposed to just family and bloodlines?
Look, I agree with you on much of that. Although, if you're talking about what about Aramer's legacy, I mean, the legacy is, or its identity is more closely tied with the West because that is the existing legacy than the East. So if you're talking solely about cultural identity, the West has a stronger argument. But I agree that the social programs that the East proposes are great and should be incorporated within the West, and that is some of what the other Arif are pushing for. And I think some of what you could help influence your grandmother towards, should you choose to do so. And as far as meritocracy, I think the Arif system initially was intended to be a sort of meritocracy in and of its own. There, I agree, are flaws, but there are also strengths to it. That's another thing that I've heard discussions of amongst the higher ranking politicians is how can they reform that to get rid of the corruption and the nepotism to make it into a better meritocracy. Another one of the things that
they always say that, though, they always promise that there's going to be change, and it doesn't seem like it ever does come.
But I guess that is, for all the terrible things that the war has brought, that even when one of these sides loses, there is going to be change in the other side. There has been enough ruin to sow that seed that change in some way is going to happen. More so than when you're in a stagnant position. Yes, probably when there was 10 years ago, 20 years ago, when nothing was happening, people said, oh, we should make some change, but there was no impetus for it. This has given the impetus, but if this continues the way it is, the change won't matter because the ruin will be too great.
He takes a deep breath and sighs. Alice, do you want to add anything?
Yeah, no, Alice has just kind of been watching her this whole time. No, I mean, Chance is right. I mean, first off, you've got to think of it two ways, darling. What are you willing to pay for this victory for the East? I mean, is it worth destroying half of Eremown? Is it worth the fact that you're going against your own family in the process?
It isn't easy, but the deal with my family is part of the problem also. I mean, I love my grandmother, and Soledad has done an amazing thing with what she's dealt with for the last 80, 100 years. But you see, there is some hesitation about that idea of going against family.
You are in a unique position to both utilize the existing system and change it into the new system. Your grandmother, I respect her highly. I think she has, in fact, done great things. I also think that perhaps it is time for her to bring in new blood. She's not going to listen to me. She's not going to retire. In fact, the more people probably tell her that it's time to retire, the less likely she's going to do that.
Yeah, the last person who argued with her that she should retire, she had thrown out, literally out the door.
But as much as we are trying to rid the system of the sort of familial bond nepotism component, you are in a position where she might actually listen to you more than some stranger. She might train you. She might be convinced to sort of train you and others to be that next generation and take over for her. You have that influence in a way that I don't. Most people don't, especially in this era of change. I think that, and you've been here, you've heard the ideas that are here. You can bring the parts that you like to the table over there. You started this whole thing saying that, the next step that's going to happen is either Tamash gets blasted or Zarek gets blasted. And I think that, yes, if this war continues as the stalemate that it is, that's the way that the side as a whole is going to have to respond, or it's going to respond because that's what armies do. And don't get me started on that. That's a whole separate thing. Anyways.
Her eyebrow arches forward. You have something against the military?
I'm a peaceful person.
And you think militaries don't bring peace?
No, I think that they bring violence.
She does stare angrily at you, Chance, for a moment.
Alice just raises her eyebrow at Chance whenever Chance says they bring violence. Darling, you bring violence everywhere.
Technically, it's violence.
But back to where I was. If I think that the sides have good intention, but I don't think blasting the other city until one of you says uncle is the way to go. But, and this is where I was arguing to begin with, if there is influence to change or incorporate some of the values from the East into what the West is building, that may decrease the tension between the two as it finds an equilibrium. And that is where you have the opportunity, just from your experiences, from your position, and also from your potential skills as an oracle. Like, why were you studying that? Were you studying that to bring change?
I mean, I was, but disillusioned a little bit with the idea that fate always has a plan, and sometimes it doesn't seem that way. And sometimes direct action is needed instead of just waiting and allowing things to languish.
Why don't you take a little direct action with your return to Zarek then, and make some terms for your return there? Don't come back with your tail between your legs. Say, okay, well, you're going to put me to this task, and we're going to sit down and have this many conversations, and you're going to do this, and I'll come home.
I want both Chance and Alice to roll persuasion checks separately because they're coming at it from different angles. But I do like the way they're doing that. 26 from Alice Mazaire and 28 from Chance. All right. Hot damn, we both have plus 13s?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, exactly, Erlang. God damn. For the do not make the DM say get. Get Alice. I need to start doing all the Riz and all the slang that Gen Zers use, that hip language. hip lingo. And now all right.
God, stop while you're not ahead, please.
What I'm not being what no
Gotta be hip
Sigma
with the kiddos.
Ohio.
Gonna be hip.
Got that skibbity riz.
This is not our demographic, DM. All right, we're not shooting for the younger kids. All right?
Youngsters.
Hello,
Also-
younger fellows.
also- Is Ohio Skibbity even still in that? That seems like that was so last summer. I don't think that that's a thing anymore.
It's now chicken jockey.
Chicken jockey.
It's chicken jockey.
What the
Get
hell
with
is
the
a
Thanks,
times,
Jack
chicken
old
Black.
man.
He doesn't know what chicken jockey is.
Wow.
What is a chicken
wow,
jockey?
Look at this guy.
Okay, now
What a millennial.
all right, so
Hurts my soul.
Alice, you better be prepared because I'm gonna be sending chicken jockey.
No.
Oh, this
no,
hurts my
no
heart.
cap, although Ohio. Okay, pulling it back. All right, I'll give me time to think about it and what kind of response I'll send to my grandmother. And
It's all we can ask.
you give her the letter. She thanks you for the visit. And this is happening on the last day, because I said you took 4 days to find her. So this is the 5th day, the 25th of harvest. We'll see what happens after for like next session, what sendings you may receive from Arif Soledad for it. But with that being said, great RP. Let's shift gears because this week we have a little bit less time now. Let's go
All
then.
right, but also I did try to include other people. I didn't do anything individually.
Yeah, no worries. It's all good. I like double team and talk and conversations for it. Let's go to Zanny. What is tell it what is Zanny focusing on the next 5 days? I know you sent me a list, but for our viewers, what are you focusing on and what have you done thus far?
I mean, the big thing was the very first number one thing was we finally got settled in, and Zanny is ASAP went to Adnan's house and asked Laura if she wanted Zanny to be her mom, guardian, person on paper that says I'm in charge of you. And thank God I didn't roll on that one, and she agreed.
Yep. And it was an emotional scene for it. Definitely, but it was a good one where Laura is starting to become more connected to you with all things now being considered. So she now moves into the fortress. Abdel, you've hired, correct?
Yes, yeah. I started him on retainer, and he's working as my apprentice now in the lab.
How much are you planning on just giving him as like a fund for projects?
I started with 1,000, and then like halfway through the week after we did the whole rock project, Zanny drops him another like 4.
Okay, mark that off. So that's 5,000 silver. I will see because we hit that. I'm going to give you an option. He can work on a random project to make a random uncommon item, or he can save that for material costs to keep working on for a rare magic item.
What was the oven?
The oven is just an enchanted item, or it can be enchanted. It could be broken down into an uncommon, like the magic element within it would be probably like uncommon. But if you want to, this is something that I was gonna also ask on my notes. Do you want to reactivate the magic of the oven?
I think that's what I want to put that towards. Yeah, is actually putting
Okay.
it back together and making it work again.
So that doesn't cost anything. It just takes time. Because originally Lance cast Dispel Magic. So this would be Abdel just trying to reactivate the magic of that magical item.
Yeah.
So that will be separate. But for the 5,000 that he currently has, do you want him to auto-create an uncommon item, or do you want him to create or save that for a rare magic item?
I kind of want to see what he's got. Let's see about. I'll have him. I'll go ahead and get him started.
Okay, so I'm just going to assume then uncommon. So cool.
Yeah, uncommon item.
All right. I will review and see what he will come up with as an uncommon magic item.
And then.
And wait, sorry, just pause
ahead.
for one moment. For anyone else out there, Abdul is now in the fortress. So if you want him to work on a project, he's definitely going to take priority for you, Zanny, because you and him are tight, so to speak. But if anyone else wants him to be, especially as we may hit like a month downtime, if you want him to be working on any projects, let me know and he can craft them.
Yeah. Yeah, this man ain't just for me. Anybody else wants to hire him.
Great. All right, so back to you. You are also doing training, correct?
Yeah. The very next thing is just because I'm not in this side of the war line too often, I do want to check in with Ophelia.
Okay. You arrange a meeting and you meet with her. She's still very guarded about you, and she's heard about you more and more as your reputation grows. But the Red Dragonborn hears what you have to offer, or what you have to say.
Okay.
And what is it that you have to say?
Well, I mean, you said you were looking for stuff from Sylvie's, and you were looking for like gramophone and stuff like that, right? So, yeah, here you go. And she let's see, I have it listed. 3 summer dresses in different styles, a 3-piece suit, 2 long coats, 10 yards of Dahir silk, 5 silk ties, 5 cravats, a gramophone, a copy of Riemstein, accordion collection, brass silliness, everything that was in the music section and sound section. I got a copy of it for her.
Great.
So I just produced like 13 different things, and then just lay all this up. Like, so you said this is the kind of thing you're looking for, and I had a chance. So here you go.
I'm impressed.
I did want to ask you about something specific while I was in town. I've got a friend of mine who's actually looking for. They've got a bit of a project that they're working on, an item, and they very specifically want it cursed. So
Okay.
I was wondering if you knew anybody that kind of works in curse work. Nothing dangerous. Talking about like a fairy fire spell that just kind of goes off on the person and they don't have any say on it as soon as they put it on.
I mean, we have our own enchanters in the underground, so to speak. You want it to be... Okay, so you want a cursed item in the sense that it malfunctions or appears to malfunction, but it is actually casting fairy fire.
Oh yeah, no, I mean it can be straightforward. The person or the creature that's going to be wearing it is going to be aware of the effects of it. I have to lay a different enchantment on this amulet on top of that, but the curse work I could really use some help with. So I would appreciate that as like a baseline, just an amulet enchanted with a permanent fairy fire on anybody that wears it.
Okay. Bring me the amulet once it's complete, near complete. Not completed, but near completion.
Got you. Add it on at the end.
I'll see what we can do to twist it.
Okay. Appreciate that. That was really it. I just wanted to, honestly, I just want to drop by and check on you and do you a solid and drop all this off.
We certainly appreciate it, and you've proven to be reliable. And I can definitely use. I think we can continue to do business together. I'll let you know if there's any particular hot items that we have. But is there anything I should keep an eye on for you?
Well, as far as stuff for me, I mean, I'm gonna be in the market soon for property, so I'll probably. I mean, officially, we've sided with the West, as it were. So I'll probably need to buy anything over here under a pseudonym of some kind. So if I could get, if maybe I could get in touch with somebody and we can get like a shell company started.
Of course, of course.
Okay.
That's easy.
And of course, if we need any seed money for that, just let me know and I got it covered.
Understandable. What kind of business were you thinking of acquiring as a front?
Ultimately, it's going to be a restaurant.
I see. So this would be a front of a restaurant that will become a real restaurant.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things. It's less that I need a front and more that I need my name to not be on it. I need my name to be on the building when it opens, but not when I buy the damn thing.
Easy enough. We can create a shell company. Try to. The East is very difficult to file forgeries with, but I think we can still try to manage it in some way.
Oh, shit. Also, you got any trackers?
What do you mean trackers?
People to find people in the city. I've got a little girl and I need to find her parents.
Yes. What are the parents' names?
Shit. 1 second. And she just literally in the middle of the conversation does sending to Laura. Just
yeah, and she gives you the names and everything. Remember, they are in Railway Town, not in the city, so you do have to clarify that. So
yeah, and I'll let her know. Just like that's so they are over in Railway Town, but I guess I was assuming that would be under your sphere of influence.
We can reach there. Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course.
And
we're having a good partnership of sorts.
And
association, more to be more clear, but this is an association.
Oh yeah. I had this ain't normally my thing, but every city needs an underground. Why take it apart when I can help it out?
Exactly. And just so you know, Zenny, you've climbed up a tier. You went from contact to now an associate. So next up would probably be closer to partnership, but not yet that yet.
Yeah.
So
if any of your people are interested specifically in things from the other side, I can handle that. But I will not smuggle. Just to lay the line right now, I will not smuggle destructive technology. Anything else you want, it's fine.
Magical items, then. We can use more magical items to sell, especially in Eastern controlled territories. Could be interesting.
Now that I can definitely handle. Ever tell you I was a crafter?
No, you haven't.
Yeah.
But I will say, if you are able to acquire an arcane battery or batteries,
Okay.
we will greatly appreciate it.
Okay.
Danny, I'm gonna let you know. Arcane batteries, it's probably the very line because an arcane
Yeah.
battery can power basically
Yeah,
any, including weaponry. It's like fuel. You don't know what that fuel is going to be used for.
yeah.
Could be a car. Could
It's
be a
literally
tank.
a giant D cell battery. It could be in whatever it wants.
Yeah, so that you can decide if that's crossing a line for Zanny, but basically it could be anything harmless, like I said, fueling a car. If we're looking at like fuel, the idea of fuel, hey, it could fuel a car, or it could fuel a tank.
Yeah.
So like
Or it
literally a
could
tank
just be overloaded itself and be a bomb.
exactly. But there are properties that can be used also for enchanting other magical items. It's literally an arcane battery. But do you mention anything when she asks for potentially an arcane bat, or do you say anything when she asks for potentially an arcane battery?
There's just a moment of like, that. Girl, you're skirting the line on that one. You and I both know you can blow those up.
It all depends on who uses it.
I can bring you those if you, and I mean you. I need to take you on your word that that's not what it's for. Not your ups. You're on the hook for this.
I'm not going to use it. I would leverage it to sell, and however way it is used, that is not my morality on it. Take that however way you wish. We're being honest with each other.
No, that is what this relationship is. Honesty and words instead of guns and knives.
You notice she still has her sawed-off shotgun by her side. So, great. Anything else that Zanny wants to do during her downtime?
No. The rest of it is all kind of like either in the baseline regular stuff of like training, working on the item that we were talking about that I was talking about with Chance, like getting the amulet started for that, and then the rest of it's just like hanging out with Laura, and like actually getting settled in and getting some kind of routine started.
And hanging out with Zanny. Flutters eyelashes. So, great. We'll circle back to what you do also with like Geith, because I know you're doing seer training for that. Let's go to Alice. Last but certainly not least. Alice, what recap what you did with during the RP?
I got cock-blocked by my own husband.
Go
Oh,
into more-
I adopted a child too. Sorry.
I'm like,
Another one?
no, we're just formally adopting Aurelia.
Okay, I was like, is there another kid in the fucking?
No. We decided to adopt her, so she is now a Meso woman. Be warned, there are now two of us, and I will bring her up to be a proper Meso woman. So look out! In about 5 years, you guys are screwed.
5 years, she'll be 5 years old.
Yeah, I know, and she'll be sassy and delightful.
Yeah, it's old enough to talk.
Yeah, you're like a little tiny person at 5. So that, and I may have promised my brother I was gonna smuggle him to Moshk if he was nice to me.
Which, let's ask that question for you, Alice. You have the fortress. Are you going to continue to house your family overworking Nasir in the Mazer mansion? Or are you going to move them into the fortress? Or are you going to move them back into Timoshk?
They can ask Oscar to turn the dial, right? Like, it's not just a us thing.
Yeah, but they have to have some way of contacting Oscar, and they are not spellcasters.
We have to buy the brick.
Yes,
You were supposed to look into the price of that.
That one, I believe, is 50,000 silver.
That was going to be
rare. Sorry. I was just saying it's basically a rare item. for the brick.
That was going to be something she discussed with her parents during downtime.
Mm-hmm.
The Tomas thing, she was gonna just take him to go see Melt and then bring his ass back again.
Roll a
Uh,
d20.
Roll a d20. Oh, well, I excel at these. But
Okay, 19.
is he finally gonna be nice to me?
He is nice to you, especially as you help ferry him across. So Zanny, ascend. I think this is a serious question. So what brick? So, yeah, it's ascending brick is basically like a radio for everyone. So if one person's stone says turn the dial Oscar to Zarek, everyone's stone basically says that. It's a family plan, so to speak. It's a group it's a group texting message board, so to speak. So, but it's limited to those on the brick because it's the brick is like the machine for it. Yes, multiple sending stones connected. There you go. Hence the brick, not to be confused with the brick cell phone. All right, so Alice, you are able to have a very nice Tomas agree to go back to Timoshk with you, and he talks to Melt, and he basically has a great time with her.
I'm chaperoning him the whole time.
He doesn't want you anywhere near him.
I don't care. I'm not leaving him alone in Tamashk. I need to know where he is at all times. Because I'm probably not going to get him back to Zarek again otherwise. So I am playing the dutiful sister and making sure he does not get up to shenanigans with his girlfriend.
I am older than you, Alice. I don't need to have you
Unmarried.
chaperoning me.
Unmarried? Are you married?
I don't care if I'm married or
You're
not.
unmarried, which means you should not be alone with a woman.
I don't care.
I don't care that you don't care. You're going to listen to your little sister, and I am going to be at least in the building with you. And if I lose track of you, I will find you, Tomas. I'm stronger than you.
Oh, really?
Yes, much stronger than you.
Part of me doubts that.
You're welcome to, and soon it will be too late, and I will absolutely pummel you into the ground, darling.
Roll intimidation check.
I'm buff as hell. That starts with an I. Yeah, there we go. Not great.
Really?
We own a gym. I will wrestle you if I must. I am more magically inclined than you. That's always been a given, but
And Melt is also has magic, so but whatever.
I am chaperoning him.
I'm gonna buy a gun and a wand just to mess with you later.
Alice pulls out her pistol like this.
A bigger gun.
Men and their desire to overcompensate. Little gun does same thing.
It's like glares and annoyed at you.
Don't worry, I'm sure Melt also understands that little gun does same thing.
We're not talking for a week. He walks off.
I'm going to follow him.
So roll me now a D100.
Should I get over 20 this time, guys?
Let's
Thoughts?
see.
Ooh, over 20!
Oh,
I
ask and you
doubled
shall
it.
receive.
So you hear as you chaperone them with
Oh.
Melt for things that the chocolate is becoming more and more popular. But currently the one name that they're using is the Alwans instead of the Earshawls. So the Earshawl name is losing. That was what the the D100 was for.
Oh. Great. Alice
So
is keeping that to herself. She'll ream Tomas out about it later.
now with his current disposition against her.
Yes, yes.
So they have a lovely date, talk business a little bit, and he keeps glaring at you anytime he spots you.
I am not being incognito about it at all. If they go out to dinner, I'm at the table next to them.
And at one point, they disappear.
Fuck, she can cast invisibility. She's gonna send a sending to Tomas and she's gonna go, "You have 1 hour. If you're not back in an hour, I'm going to go get Erlon and Zanny, and I am going to have them hunt you down."
An hour will be fine.
Meet me at the gym.
He is a man of his word.
Should have given him 5 minutes and it would have been the same outcome.
And eventually he does come back to the gym looking much more happier.
I should have brought Aurelia with me because that would probably deter you from doing something stupid.
Like opening her mouth.
I'm going to shove you into the wardrobe, but I'm going to make sure it's not connected first.
Just walks off.
You love me. I'm your favorite sister. Always remember that. I'm the one who gave you this date. Penny and Simone did not do it.
Still doesn't say anything. But he does have a little smirk on his face.
This guy loves me.
With that being said, the question now comes with your family. Are you moving them into Timosh? Are you putting them into the fortress? Or are you just leaving it to them to decide?
That is up to my father. Alice was going to sit down and tell him that she can get him back to Tamashk, but she also has somewhere a little bit safer than Tamashk, while he still has the ability to go to work in Tamashk.
Okay. Do you explain the fortress?
Oh, yeah, she's taken them there already. Like, she took Bruce a while ago. She probably took her family too.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask an important question. If they live in the fort, are you willing to have them live in the fortress, but then use the wardrobe door pretty much every day?
She's gonna lay it out like, hey, it's safer. Hey, you'll have access to Zarek, but this is what you're gonna have to do every day.
Which is
Oh, leave the wardrobe in the middle of a gym and figure out your way to work. Oh, you could just pretend you go to the gym every morning, Daddy.
and just
People,
stay there all day when at night.
are people following you?
No, but I'm just curious. If people are ever watching our home, they'll see that we're not there at night.
I mean, you're more than welcome to go home, but I just, at the very least, you know how to get back here, and I'd like you to be able to get back here if things go south.
Okay.
I'm worried about your safety. And I understand your hesitancy. It's a very valid point, Daddy, but at the same time, which is more important?
Roll let me see. I'm gonna ask you to roll a D100 for them. Now, here's what we're gonna do. 0 through 20, or 1 through 20, they're gonna stay in Timoshk. 21 through 60, they'll move into the fortress. 61 to 100, they'll go back to living in Timoshk. So roll that D100.
Okay.
They will go live back in Timoshk.
Ugh.
Father's pride in wanting to be reestablished and go back to living in their own mansion and not be a burden to Bruce, as well as worrying about jeopardizing you and the fortress, leads them to go and live back in Timoshk.
Will you at least promise me that if stuff happens, you will come to the fortress without worrying about your image?
If something happens, we'll go back as quickly as we can to find you.
And perhaps occasionally bring Reese to have playdates with Ari?
I'm sure your mother will arrange that. I'm gonna try to salvage whatever is left of my career.
Sorry, Daddy.
Nothing to apologize for.
Oh, I've kept you hostage in Zarek.
You kept us safe in Zarek.
It does. It. Both of the most important men in my life are struggling, for lack of a better term. It's not fun.
It'll pass, though. It'll pass.
Yes, in fire or the burst of magic, one of the two.
And with that being said, they pack up their things. Bruce is sad to see them go, but also he is sad to see them go for all things being considered. Nasir still resolute, still always good, but perhaps definitely he's happy that there's less people he has to care for and clean up after.
Did they
And
take the news of me having a child well?
yes. Well, here's the question: did you tell them that it's a hag child?
Oh, absolutely not.
Okay.
Alice
They
would
think
preface it with she is a sickly child, and
okay.
she does have some issues that may lend her to a shorter life. So Alice has taken her in so that she may have all of the love a child deserves.
Roll a deception check.
Right. I mean, sure. Lie into my family's face. Yeah.
Lie to your family's face with a 22.
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. Hold on.
What?
24.
24. Okay. Let's roll with your father's insight and
You're telling me
family
Bruce
collectively.
You're telling me Bruce did not back me up on this one and give me advantage? Literally, why did I marry this man?
With an 18 insight, they believe you that this,
Nice.
out of the kindness of your heart and charity, you are providing for this sickly child.
Yes. The child that they will learn is perfectly healthy. In no time at all.
All right. With the last elements or the last few minutes of the session, I'm gonna just quickly hit some things that Lance messaged me about and would be working on. So I want everyone to know Lance would have essentially worked with the Dawn Callers, paying off the debt that was owed, collecting from Z the funds from capturing the Thurix. So you both have that debt is covered. You guys don't get any money out of it, but that's squared away, and you now have the sealing urn, both of them, at your disposal to capture monsters in the future. He also would bring up to the group whether it is okay to move Ilzad, the cobbler, and his son into the fortress. So does anyone have any objections to having the cobbler move into the fortress and having him do the production in there?
How old's the kid again?
Why?
He's he just was thinking about just protecting him and making sure that he maybe is not used against the group later, like hostage situation.
We did invest in him. He'd end up being used against us if they ever found out about him. It's got a point there.
Plus magic shoes and boots.
Oh, magic boots.
I mean, magic shoes.
Yeah, think about it. If we get the cobbler to make great boots, and then Abdel enchants them, why not?
Oh,
I already have magic boots. Can't wear 2 magic boots.
We can't be bitch.
you can have more than one pair of magic boots, though. Miss Wardrobe bigger than my entire soul.
It's not a very high threshold, darling.
But I
That's
will say
fair.
that Lance is not overly he's not committed to it. He just wants your guys' opinion. If you guys say yes, he will offer the invitation. If not, he will just leave him in Noonlight.
Why don't we take the family and we just start our own school because we're collecting children?
I was going to ask is because I know that Diab is a proponent of everyone being educated. Is school free, or are we paying tuition for each of these kids?
Which city are you sending? You're sending them to Jeddah?
Yes.
Primary school is free.
Okay. I'm just like, we're adding another kid that's going to school.
Yeah.
He's not going to school in Timashk anymore. He's going to school with all the other kids.
Yeah, school fees or not school fees, but like there's gonna be costs for school supplies, but school like enrollment with primary is free. But yeah, what is the group's opinion? Is Ilzad moving into the fortress or not?
I don't have.
That's fine.
With it.
We've got so many rooms and so many random people living here anyway. Look, I did mark off where my family is going to sleep when they come though, so there's a piece of paper on the door. He's not allowed to sleep there.
I mean, I just wanted to say no because he didn't know anything about all of our like secrets yet, and we're just telling people secrets.
Up to you, because I know that was up to, and I don't want to speak for Lan. Maybe this could be something if you guys want him to RP, or you, Alice, or you, Chance, want to RP with him about. That's fine, but he did want to talk to the cobbler, and he wanted to. When I asked him, "Are you planning on inviting the cobbler to the fortress to increase productivity, or keep him away from the fortress to avoid any security breaches?" His response: "He can come in if the others are okay with it." Literally his words. So.
Yay, more people.
Yay, more people. You have like 69 rooms.
I was about to say,
59
we're
rooms.
fine.
Nice.
We're fine.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it, especially when, like I said, it's somebody that actually could be used against us. Because if they ever not that they would find out, but if they did.
Yeah. Now all the impetus is on Alice's family in Timoshk. Now they're the target to go after. Not some cobbler the group interacted with once. No, the Earshawls. But yeah. If there's still hesitation, then I'll just have I'll ask Lance if he can RP with you, Chance, if you're the last holdout. So cool. All right. Does anyone have anything else before we sign off for the night?
I think me and Zanny were going to do something just behind the scenes, and I think Chance had a question.
Behind the scenes.
Sorry,
Okay,
that
say that again, Alice. You and Zanny have a scene?
No, we were just going to do something, but nothing important really. Her idea. Chance had a question. That was what I was getting towards.
Okay, Chance, what's your question?
Her idea.
Oh yes, I am moving the horses into the fortress. Do you want Estella moved with the rest of them?
Not through my house.
I am dimension dooring them from the front door. I will put a rug in front of the closet so they're only stepping in those two places.
Then yes. Yes.
I guess.
Please and thank you, Alice.
I don't think those words are in my vocabulary, but I appreciate it.
Bruce fell down the stairs.
Oh my god.
Use the elevator. We have an elevator, Bruce.
He takes, let's see how many damage he takes.
I mean,
6 points of damage.
He's fine. He's a level 3 bard. He's
from
a level
Alice's
3 bard.
karma.
That's fine. I'll just nurse him back to health.
All right. Anyone else have anything?
I think we're gonna have a play date.
That was the one thing that I had just forgotten, is just because I was talking about spending time with Laura, I also wanted to get Alice involved in go on some play dates with them, because neither one of us knows what the fuck we're doing. And
there's another kid approximately her age to go on a play date with too.
Yes. And I was saying, and I was going to ask Chance.
Also, Deceit, the tiefling boy the devilkin that Lance adopted as well.
Yes, well,
not adopted, apprenticed.
Earlier when I was having the school conversation, I was also going to have that conversation with Lance, but he wasn't here.
Yeah. All right.
Because Chance jokes about having her whole 2.5, 3.5 years of some kind of experience with child rearing, but that's infinitely more.
Well, darling, do you
So-
have siblings?
No,
Oh, I practically helped raise Penny and Simone and Izzy.
I'm an only child.
Mm.
Don't-
You
Also,
did not.
Vanessa being
Alice, I'm gonna call you out on that, Alice. No, your family raised. You did not.
I
You were out in boarding
don't-
school.
I
Time out.
don't
You were
have to
out
be
in
telling
boarding
the
school.
truth.
Was that?
I don't have to be
That's
telling
true.
the truth.
Oh, then there you go.
also Lance or Chance will tell you, like, yeah, this was my sibling until he became my ward. Those are two very different things. As much as I thought I was helping out before.
DM trying to stop Alice from being over the top and exaggerant.
No,
Is that-
go ahead. Roll a
uh,
deception check, Alice.
Oh, gladly.
I thought you were misremembering. That's why I was
No.
trying to help you. But
No, I rolled a 3. She's very sarcastic about it.
yeah.
A tree.
A tree.
I was well out of the house when Bella was born, honestly.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
Haven't even met Reese.
All right, y'all. Let's end it there. So, for everyone out there, thank you for watching this fun session of Downtime. Next week, we will see what is a triggering event for the group to rally together quickly about one thing or another. So, but yeah, it'll be fun. So, but until next time, hope everyone has a good night. Hope everyone stay safe and see you next week for session 81. Take care.
Hey guys.